got an hour and a half.
Andrew!
Welcome back to Out of the Abyss. Session, what, 7 now?
Yeah.
Alright.
Sounds alright.
7 or 8.
Andrew!
So, when last we met, there were a bunch of hags.
Anderson!
Stop shouting.
I don't know what his real name is.
So,
Andrew.
there were a bunch of hags. You killed all of them
And Devon.
via, giant ape. Hello.
Other giant ape.
And we were in said cavern. Oh, that didn't work. High cavern. What?
We're currently
Alright, anyway, what? Why? Anyway, but before we pick up with any of that, let's start with you, Brennan. You awake in a cocoon of webs. What you are seeing on the board here you are.
Mm-hmm.
Next to you are standing some terrifying looking creatures, which I will now show you a picture of.
Can you pull them up on the screen?
No,
Why?
because I didn't think about it beforehand and it's going to take too long. So, I'm going to show you a picture of it and I'm going to figure that out later. Let's place it in there. They look like they're a multi-armed humanoid with arachnid qualities.
Nice.
They have hairy arms, clawed hands,
Nice.
and 8 eyes on their face, on humanoid face, with
Fetish of mine?
pincers coming out of their humanoid mouths.
He's like,
They look,
fetish of mine.
they look like this.
Oh, yeah.
What's it called?
You don't know.
I just want to look at pictures of it.
No, you don't know.
Arachnid people.
Yeah.
There are
Rule
also
34.
some things. There's also the, the
I'm sure that's very
thing that you saw before. That thing.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That is the big thing standing in front of you.
Awesome.
Looks a little bit different, but sure.
Yes. The small tokens, such as these are other cocooned webbed things. There's from just out of the corner of your eye, you can see a number of these little guys. Then there's another large spider over here. And that's what you see. The creatures are standing around you / in front of you, looking down at you. And when suddenly the large one moves aside, and this thing emerges in front of you, from behind it.
Is it?
This looks like
Cthulhu.
looks like that.
Oh. Cthulhu.
A
Cthulhu.
tentacle-faced, octopus-headed, tentacle-faced humanoid stands before you. In dark wizardly robes, it presents itself, and there is one difference to this creature that stands out to you, is that its flesh is very gaunt and almost as if it is rotting.
It's like a zombie.
These traits that it's sort of portraying match the idea of undead creatures that you've seen before. But obviously, this one, though, it seems to still maintain its intelligence, and it seems to be eyeing you very hungrily. As it does,
What do you do?
a voice speaks into your head, in a very watery, gravelly kind of voice. It's like,
You know what I use these tentacles for?
okay, it's like pouring it. The voice kind of sounds like pouring a glass of water and gravel into another glass. That's sort of very flowy, but also crunchy.
Are the very small rocks floating?
Very small.
You're not there. I need you
She's a witch.
to make me a charisma saving throw.
12.
12. You feel a lack of control suddenly in your mind, as if you are being controlled by this creature, and it tells you, "You are my puppet. You will do as I say, and you will lead me to your companions."
Awesome. I'm sorry.
It says they must be offered to the elder.
What was that? He's stuck.
Okay.
Two
Shut up.
I'm not
elders.
dead.
Half improvising here.
Today, Junior.
Half improvising here, so just bear with me. It says they must be offered to the elder. You must lead me to them, and we must destroy them. Bring their brains to be offered. Will you not help?
What are the
Yes.
chances of me breaking out of this?
Well, since you rolled 12, 0.
Can I use one of my 3 advantage rolls?
I never sat at the table that first day, did you?
Yeah, you weren't here for that.
What do you do? Even if you do break out, you're
Alright,
screwed.
I'll get rid of that then. Okay.
Also, so as he's saying these things, you feel compelled to answer yes
Okay.
and do whatever he says
Okay.
you'd like to do.
With Ben Katie Wi-Fi.
Okay.
No.
Coming back to the island.
Uh,
Welcome to the island, everyone. What are you doing?
taking a long rest.
Taking the long rest.
Taking the longest
Sounds
rest
good to
there
me.
is.
I'm sleepy.
yes.
I found a quarter.
What time is it? We don't know.
Found a quarter.
No,
Ben, what's the Wi-Fi password?
Oops.
Forced love something.
93.
Close. Forgot the name.
You can get the 9.
This actually looks like a real card.
Trade
Fix
me.
that later. Anyway.
And
Nope, that's incorrect. Ben, what's the Wi-Fi password?
HORSELUV 93.
There we go. So as you can see from the board, there's the map of the cavern you are in.
Is your thing capitalizing the H?
Except for you, Jeremy, you are blind.
Don't think so.
But
What's the Wi-Fi password?
say it on
Force
the
Love
screen.
93 LUV, but it's capital H.
That's
told
on
you
the-
no cap.
That's on the
He
screen.
repeatedly told me no caps.
Well, it was caps. Okay.
For all of our viewers out there, the Wi-Fi password.
All right, so, folks, you are on the island with
There we
the hags that are now dead. What are you doing? There are a number of pathways you can do, but you only have one boat, which will not be enough to carry all of you.
We take a well-deserved long rest after that fight.
Yeah, take a long rest.
Do we know what these little totems we got do?
Oh, that's right. We got totems.
As part of a long rest, I will let you examine them and tell you what they are.
Long rest.
Take a long rest.
I would like to use part of this rest during the day to do an Arcana check on this ring I have from a couple sessions back.
Oh,
a
right.
blue and black
That one.
spinel diamond.
Oh,
What do we get?
that's
We
right.
got,
Did
Give
you
me a
get
second to
anything?
find that.
I don't know.
Certainly.
I don't remember getting anything.
I don't know, I got
Am I no longer exhausted after those long rest?
Yes.
Yes.
So that's the one model.
My diarrhea exhaustion is
So
worn off.
there is specifically the AdMech Kill Team box, and then there is the starter set that has the
Long
AdMech
rest,
and a deed
precious
circle,
key.
and you can essentially take the AdMech half. You can buy that on eBay. So your best bet is probably going to go just do like AdMech Kill Team
All right,
starter
so-
set.
Pictures of spider arachnids.
So there are a number of magic items you guys have. Over the course of that time, you can, just over the course of a long rest, you can discover what they are. Starting with Larkún, his spinel ring. Spinel ring.
Are they painted?
Paying attention.
Like their pictures painted. Yep. What's up?
Yes. Your ring is a ring of thunder resistance.
Ooh.
It gives you a damage type. While you wear the ring, which requires attunement. You have resistance to thunder damage. The totems, which are the next thing, I believe. And then there was also a staff, I think.
No, I found one inside, I think.
Oh yeah, there was a staff. Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah,
So
that's the box.
the totems
Yeah, essentially you
work
clipper,
as
you
a
jackknife, and
three-way sending
pretty much all of us
stones.
have that already, but share if you need it.
Sending
But, yeah, you
stones,
come
I'll read you the
unassembled
description.
together, Put them all together.
Sending stones come in pairs, but in this case,
And they're all
3,
using
a set of
several
3.
options for ways you
Which
can build
each
the one.
with smooth stone
Different
carved in it,
extra
but
weapons and
instead they
whatnot.
look like the little totem.
The thing to do
Shrunken
would
head.
be to
Shrunken head totems.
maybe the build
While you
as
touch
well,
one of
and
them,
store
you
as
can
a
use an
copy.
action to cast the sending
figure
spell
out
from it. The target is the bearer of the other stone or one of the other totems. You can either contact both at the same time or all or one at a single one.
Walkie-talkie.
It's basically it's like walkie-talkie, but if no creature bears the other stone, you know that fact as soon as you use the stone and don't cast the spell. Once sending is cast to the stones, they can't be used again until the next dawn. If one of the stones in a pair is destroyed, the other one becomes non-magical. So you can send a message up to 20 words once per day from each of them. So for instance, one person can contact the person, and then one person can contact them or send a message back.
So
And then
I have one.
there are 3 of them. So whoever wants one.
I have one. You have one. Who has the third?
I don't know.
Krunsh, do you have the third one?
Nope.
I'll take the third. My charisma's high. I'll
Okay.
try to be talking a lot.
So you guys basically have walkie-talkies. That you can send a message of 20 words to one or both of the other recipients once per day.
Text message walkie-talkies.
And then you can reply once per day. So yeah.
Cool.
If you ever get separated, it's a fun tool.
Which we're about to.
And
That
lastly,
is
the staff.
set from the specialized AdMech box. The other one.
The staff is a staff of swarming insects. This staff contains 10 charges and regains 1d6 plus 4 expended charges daily at dawn. If you expend the last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, the swarm of insects consumes and destroys the staff, then disperses. While holding the staff, you can use an action to expend some of its charges to cast one of the following spells from it, using the spell save DC. You can cast, for 4 charges, you can cast Giant Insect, or 5 charges for Insect Plague. While holding the staff, you can use an action to expend 1 charge to cause a swarm of harmless flying insects to spread out in a 30-foot radius from you. The insects remain for 10 minutes, making the area heavily obscured for creatures other than you. The swarm moves with you, remaining centered on you. A wind of at least 10 miles per hour disperses the swarm and ends the effect.
Cool.
So summons a bunch of insects.
One giant bug or
Yes, Giant Insect or Insect Plague. They're both spells.
what kind of insect? Just whatever.
I don't. Probably tells you in the spell.
The spider.
Yeah,
The
the
message
spider.
only goes to one totem, or can you
Or
send
the
it to
other.
both totems?
You can send it to
One or the
either
other.
one or both. They only go between those 3 tokens. So let's see. I'm gonna read the spell to you. Because Insect Plague. Insect Plague is a 5th level spell.
Yeah.
Concentration up to 10 minutes, range 300 feet. Swarming, biting locusts fill a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range. The sphere spreads around corners. The sphere remains for the duration, and its area is lightly obscured. The sphere's area is difficult terrain. When the area appears, each creature in it must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, they take 4d10 piercing damage, or half as much on a successful one. A creature must also make the saving throw when it enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn, or ends its turn there.
It's like magical darkness, sort of, but with bugs instead of darkness.
Yeah, and they take damage instead of. And then Giant Insect. Giant Insect. You can believe it. It's a giant insect. Giant Insect. You transform up to 10 centipedes, 3 spiders, 5 wasps, or 1 scorpion within range into giant versions of their natural forms for the duration.
Yeah, there has to be some around.
A centipede becomes a giant centipede, a spider becomes a giant spider, a wasp becomes a giant wasp, and a scorpion becomes a giant scorpion. Each creature obeys your verbal commands, and in combat, they act on your turn each round. The DM has the statistics for these creatures and resolves their actions and movement. The creature remains in the giant size for the duration until it drops to 0 hit points, or until you use an action to dismiss the effect on it. DM might allow you to choose different targets. For example, if you transform B, it might be a version, might have some statistics as a giant wasp. The range is 30 feet. It's one action, concentration up to 10 minutes.
Cool.
That is what the spell does. The staff does.
Who wants the wand? We can roll for it.
You mean the staff?
I'm gonna roll and see who gets the wand.
Yeah, the staff.
I think there are only
So it's
certain
just
people.
one of these.
That's why I just asked who wants it.
No, so
The staff
all of the
requires
regular
attunement.
factions in the 40k world can use 14, and they release
Requires attunement by
boxes
Bard,
with
Cleric, Druid, Sorcerer,
staggered.
Warlock, or Wizard.
So they came out with a couple at first, with 2 boxes, and then they came out with 2 more, and then more.
So I think you
They haven't done all of them
and
yet.
Jeremy
So
are the
for
only ones who can
chaos,
use
they
it right
haven't
now.
had one
Oh,
yet.
so
So I
sometimes I
just
get
took the list of available options to me, and I built a list from the chaos
He's
models I
blind
had.
anyway, so. Okay, now you have fully rested.
Okay,
Staff.
You are.
lesser restoration of myself. I'm no longer cursed or madness.
Not true. Lesser Restoration is not the spell you need for that.
Why not?
Because it's in the book.
It's in the
Of
book.
what cures it, and that's not it.
It specifically says that's what cures it in the
Where?
DM's guide.
Does it?
It does.
See.
Pause.
I'm pretty sure it was Greater Restoration. But I will check. Stand by.
Are you trying to buy this or sell one?
I want 35 bucks for a paddle game for sure. I'm on 29. I'll get him on 29.
Can I see the DM's guide?
Stand by. Humans can be cured as described in Dungeon Master's Guide.
Next books.
Like 2 something, right?
Go to the section for madness.
There it is. Curing Menace. Call an illusion spell. Okay, for long-term or indefinite madness is the higher version. Lesser Restoration does cure. Lesser madness. Alright, you are no longer blinded.
By the Lord of Offender, I have been freed from this affliction. I am good to go.
Not blind anymore?
Alright then, you are not blind anymore. You can see everything.
Congratulations.
It's not a
I
great
can
place.
see.
I can see,
I
I
can
can find.
see, and I can think.
Who is this?
That was on Ben's bookies.
Alright, so.
Oops.
what are you doing?
Spider's dead. Spider get hit by a die. Spider.
So,
Thank you.
now that you've cured everything, you've learned what your magic items are, what do you do?
Does anyone else feel particularly affected by the horrible visage pathage that was the Demogorgon rising from the lake and need to be cured of their madness?
No, I'm good.
I'm happy to lend assistance where I can.
Yeah, I don't have no affection. Is that what made you blind?
Yep.
The Demogorgon coming out?
It was just so horrible. My eyes were burned from the image, as my psyche could not take it, and it had to wither in agony.
You've been blind for a long time.
Yeah,
What do you
only
do?
2 sessions.
I think, so we need to leave. How many can fit on the boat?
You can fit 4 people in the boat. You currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Plus NPCs.
Lay
Plus
down and
NPCs.
just pack in and
So
spin.
that's at least 8 people. I think.
Is this loose pack or tight pack?
What can you
This
want
is like-
more into?
One more person in the boat's gonna sink,
I don't know.
kind of pack.
Alright, so we're tight pack.
Yes,
I
type
don't
pack.
You lose
know.
more with type
And I
pack,
would lose my spell
but-
slots.
You can take more
Or if you can
initially.
get- If you can transform into some kind of
I mean, Krunsh is probably going to need his own
If I can
boat.
transform it into something light, we can
bird,
leave.
Right.
that's what I'm saying, like, you can transform Kevin somebody into a
I'm not
whale,
judging
or
myself.
an
Yeah,
alligator,
no, you're fine.
a giant
Right.
alligator or something.
So, what's the plan?
So there's 5 of us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You have Chucky
5
and
of us.
Stool and
Oh yeah.
Darrendale and Jim Jar. There are 4 more. So there's 9 total that you have to carry.
Can I
Don't kill Chucky or Stu.
can I polymorph myself into something like a bird or an eagle and just fly next to the boat, and we'll leave all the NPCs on the island while we go out?
You can, but it will only last an hour.
I think that we should have our fancy walking on
Well, yeah, you
water
can
friend, grab a hold of the rope for the boat, and just sprint us across, get us to the
Yeah, if you
Poop
just
ship.
walk on water.
Poop shit.
poop shiv, whatever the name is, and then you sprint back and take the rest of them across.
Thoop Shiv.
Poop shiv, yeah.
We can go to find the dude with the
Well, I'll say it.
I'll tell you he did.
Poop shiv?
Poop shiv.
Can't say anything around you guys. Alright, so the problem with that is that he's down a path that is across the entire cavern there. So for instance, he's over here where you guys are, the Hag Hut, and he's down path 3, which is at least 3, 6,
Oh, that's
9, 12. At least 300, probably close to 250 feet from you.
and he's got a barge down
And
there.
then down that path a ways. It's going to be difficult for you to run that entire way without being exhausted.
Yeah.
He can walk next to us. What's the water like?
It appears to be very still here.
We
There's a
just
small
walk next
current,
to
but
us as
it's
we go.
there's a small current, but it's not nearly as strong as it was in
Because
the.
I have to dash across the water.
You can't just walk on it. You gotta
I'm
lean
not
on it.
actually Jesus.
Can't we
We turn to wine and drink.
make a
Yeah, I think-
make a makeshift raft with the house pieces out of the house?
You can. It will take you some time.
Can we explore the other small islands with the shipwreck pieces on them and see if we can scrounge up enough wood to make a second boat?
Is there actually other islands? You just put them up there for flavor.
Yeah, remember when we left last time?
Well, you haven't
I
explored
tore
very
the whole
much.
house apart.
I wanna.
that's
Can I?
true.
Can I look around in the cavern we're in and see if there's any other islands or shipwrecks or anything of interest in the area?
It's a very large cavern. Do you have dark vision?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it actually doesn't say I have to be dashing across.
I don't think you can end your movement. You have to be moving.
Well, yeah, I can't fall during the move.
You can't stop. Or if you stop moving or like end your turn
Yeah.
on the water, then you'll fall into it.
I can swim.
I rolled a 23 on
so-
perception.
So here are your
Oh,
options
reroll
as I
perception?
see them, is that you can either try to fashion a boat from the stuff that you tore out of the hag's hut, which will take you probably a couple hours. Or you can try to send a couple of you off with one of your only boat and try to explore some more of the cavern, try and find better supplies, which will take you probably even longer. Or you can all jam into one boat and see how long it takes you to sink.
I say we build a raft.
Alright, jam into one boat it is.
I vote we build another boat from the materials of the hag
I
hut.
vote
Build
we
one for me.
try to craft a new raft here.
So they're not other islands.
Okay.
These are just for flavor.
Oh, they're there. But you haven't explored, you haven't realized they're there yet.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I just rolled a 23 in perception. Can I see the island from where I'm at?
Do you have dark vision?
How far is your dark vision?
8 miles.
No.
Good question. Let me see.
Mine's
Because
only...
each one of these hexes here is 30 feet. So there is quite a distance between you and the next island over.
Yeah, so my dark
No
vision
one
has 90 feet.
No one has a
half
spyglass.
half dark elf is...
If you have 90 feet, you can probably see that closest one near path 2.
60 feet.
Oh yeah, so no, you cannot see anything.
I should have
Just
120
water and
then,
darkness. You have 120?
because I'm half dark elf.
Yeah,
remember?
that's right. 369. So you can see this island here, to the right there, and
Okay.
you can probably see 3, 6, 9, 12, just barely the start of this one.
Okay, so you can see some other places where
So you
we
can
could
see
go.
that there are other islands. This one looks just barely more than a rock sticking out of the water. This one appears to be a larger island, much like the one you're on.
Okay.
And you
they're
can
too far
sort
from
of see, like something on it.
I say we float over there and check it out. It's pretty close.
Will survival benefit me at all by trying to craft a new draft?
Can I help him?
I'm gonna say probably yeah.
Can we make a
Yeah,
craft
sure.
raft?
It doesn't tell me anything about what crafting is for. So
I
I'm gonna
vote-
say survival is fine. Yeah.
I vote we have a small party go with our monk who can run on water and pull the boat across to the other big island potentially. And
Don't
see
we
if
still
they
have an
can-
oar?
You have you have 2 oars, yeah.
Yeah, we have 2 oars. You don't need me to pull the boat.
But it's probably faster if you're sprinting and pulling the boat than if they're going quah.
No, because he'd be pulling the boat, so therefore he would move at half speed.
Yeah,
But if you're sprinting with your
Well,
speed,
it's just a normal move. He would use his movement to move across water. Is really what it does.
All right.
My
Maybe
movement
dash
is
it.
45.
You would still have that
I
extra weight that you
can't
pull.
make it to the island
yes, you
in
can.
one movement.
No, not in one move, but in 2 movements.
But
12 seconds,
I
you're there.
can't end.
You
my
come to the
movement
conclusion
on the
that your
water.
best bet is either to fashion a boat out of the materials you have, or send people out to go find.
And that's what I'm saying. We send half the group to go find some stuff, and the other half works on building the boat.
I'm into that.
I'm gonna
That's a
start
good idea.
building This boat.
Okay.
Whoever wants to
In
help
terms
me
of
can
ending
help.
your movement,
Dragging the boat
it's
is
not
going
that
to be.
you're like
helpful.
stopping and attacking something standing still. It's the whole flavor of, do you count as continuous turns based on each round, or if you say no,
Yeah.
you stand still for the next 6 seconds as they move, and then you move again, and then you stop, and then they move.
It's all
And
happening at the same
Yeah,
time.
it's all simultaneous, so you're not
Just-
really ending your movement in one round.
It's
Okay.
if you were to do something else between one movement and the next between turns, then yeah, you would fall in the water.
But if we say that it's
But
half
the
his
thing
movement,
is,
and
it would
he's
just
dashing,
take
that's
him.
regular movement, which is 45.
Yeah.
Yeah, 45. It gets him across the 12 seconds.
Well, no, so it would be half. So 45 is his base move.
Regular.
So he's using
Dash,
his move
times
action,
90.
and then his dash, and then a dash action as his action to move again.
90.
So
yeah.
each of those are halved.
So it's 45.
So no, 45 divided by 2, twice.
And then double because he's dashing.
No, he's not dashing. The dash is
Dashing
an action.
doubles your speed.
No, it doesn't. Dashing is an action. It is just
Then
moving.
what's his
in
other
it.
action doing?
His move action is moving, and dash action is his action, and it is
Okay.
just moving his normal speed again.
Yes.
Yes.
So why?
It's not doubling speed.
Okay, well if his regular action is to
So
move
he's moving-
again, then total for that round he's moving 90 feet, right? 45 plus 45.
Yeah. So
is
you're
90.
getting 45 feet around then.
That's what I'm saying. 12 seconds is half.
Whatever.
45 times 2 is 90. That's 2 rounds. That's 12 seconds.
Okay,
12
yeah,
seconds, you're to the next island.
I was thinking about that a different way. Never mind.
Even so, 24 seconds.
Fine.
Man.
So it'll
Heck,
take
Andy
you.
can sprint for
So it'll
24
probably
seconds.
take you 2 rounds to get to the other island then.
So he
And
can
then
sprint
it would
over there
take
real
you-
quick and check it out.
Exactly.
Don't put all your
3,
chickens in
and then
one
like
basket on
3
that one,
rounds to
Jeremy.
get to the second one. So.
I'm not putting
No,
No,
him-
I'm saying
him
I can
sorry.
sprint for 24 seconds here.
I have faith in you.
What I'm saying is he's not moving at his full speed. It's actually half each round. Each action though is half his base movement because he's pulling weight.
It's half of my base movement, but I do it twice.
Exactly.
So
you
it essentially
double
comes out as just regular movement.
It says it's like 2 times in parentheses 45 over 2. 2's cancel out. You just get 45.
Okay.
Do you have a blackboard that I can
Look, I got
math
it.
with Jeremy for the morning?
I got it.
Are
All
we
right.
just trying to decide if he can run here or not?
Yes, basically.
That is entirely what they're
Just
I
discussing.
was seeing.
Just say
I was
yes or no.
picturing it a different way in my brain, and it just.
In a matter of like 30 seconds, you can get anywhere in this cavern.
Oh man, Brennan's in that shit.
We'll start making a boat. We'll start making a boat if you want to go run over to the
Yeah.
other islands and see if there's anything good over there. If
As
there
far
is,
as I'm
call us
concerned,
and
I've
we'll come
already
over.
started crafting this boat.
All right, sure. Roll me a survival check.
I am helping him with this boat crap.
Excellent.
That'll help. You want to start a
So roll
roll,
at advantage.
Andy?
If you're helping, then he's rolling at advantage to it.
Oh, okay.
That's
Well,
how
what's your
helping
bonus to
works.
survival?
I just rolled a nat 20.
I have a 5 in survival, and then I have proficient in it, so plus 4.
So plus 9.
Well,
He's got plus. Yeah.
It's already included in this.
yeah,
So you
it's
should have
5.
plus
Okay,
5.
so mine's plus 9.
Okay.
So I'll do it and you help me.
Okay.
I just
9
roll
in
it.
survival?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Goodness gracious.
Okay.
I'm very
so,
wise.
So then you need to roll.
So
You roll it.
So you're going to try to fashion a boat out of supplies you harvest.
22.
22.
With advantage? Roll
13
twice?
and, 13 and 12.
A minute.
It is going to take you.
Now that I can see, I can build.
From
Survivor.
harvesting materials from the thing, constructing them into a watertight vehicle, it's going to take you 5 to 6 hours to build a boat. From the
How long will
scrap
it take
that
me
you've
to
got.
swim there? Just to
Okay.
check it out.
What, me?
No, me. I'll swim over there.
Well,
Yeah,
your
that'd be-
swim speed is half your speed, so you'd be 15 feet a turn,
You're gonna get bit
and
by them
it's 90
So-
feet
piranha
plus,
lamprey things.
depending on rolling random encounters to see if you get eaten on the way.
I wouldn't recommend
They're
it.
swimming.
Okay.
18
We'll
seconds.
sit here for six hours
Yeah,
and
3
make
to
a
5
boat.
minutes.
Make a boat.
Right, well, some of you are making, so your guys are making the boat. You're
I'm
taking.
I'm going to go explore that
Okay,
island.
so who are you taking with you, if anybody?
Well, they're
Might as
all-
well take him.
Yeah, I'll go if you want.
What are you doing, Krunsh?
Take Krunsh with you for your muscle.
Oh.
in
Could take
case you
Krunsh
run
with
into
you.
problems.
Alright. I forgot Krunsh was even here, because he's over there.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll have those two and Krunch go with
Crunch
to
definitely.
explore this island, and we'll have me,
How can
Andy,
you
and the other
miss me?
NPCs
Okay.
build this boat.
Okay. So it's gonna take you 5-6 hours to build a boat.
Alright.
So you guys get over there, no problem. As you do, from this map, you can see that just right next beyond the other side of that island, there's a small waterway.
The very tiny thing just under the words path to.
Yes, right here.
Okay.
So it comes out right here. As you get onto that island, which is basically more than a rock, you see another small boat that looks actually like a board.
Even less than a raft.
It's less than a raft. It is a board.
Is it like large enough for someone to stand on board, or
Well,
like?
you see, it's probably about 8 feet long, and floating face down in the water on top of it is a humanoid body.
I shall go grab the humanoid body and bring it back to the rock.
Sure. All right. So you
Careful.
go over there, you dash over there, you grab the body, you hoist it back onto the shore, you lay it down there. It is unconscious. Brennan, what do you look
Still
like
alive.
currently?
Like this. Like my dude.
Looks like the
Like my dude.
Okay. So
not sure
that is what you see. Is what his character looks like.
A crossbow wielding guy with ridiculous
A Fortnite skin.
spikes.
A football playing king in space?
A Fortnite skin, basically.
He is the frozen raven before.
That's what he looks like.
Okay.
Glowing blue
He
eyes.
appears to be unconscious.
Well, what's my medicine? I think my medicine's
No,
good.
we can shout over to them, can we?
Yeah, my medicine's pretty good.
You're
My
gonna kill
medicine's
him. Oh,
plus
is it?
7.
There you
I already know it.
So I roll for a medicine check to see if I can
Certainly.
awaken him.
Yeah.
12.
Well,
Brennan, is that top bent?
he looks unconscious,
Why do I hear water?
but you can see his
It fell
eyes
off
are
my
moving.
bed
His eyes aren't
several
moving,
times. That's why
or
it's-
they are moving.
Like
behind
REM
it.
sleep kind of thing?
Like
I was
he's
playing Star Wars.
kind of
Making
like
it?
that. Kind of, but also maybe that he might not be
I used to play
unconscious.
before.
It's
He's
strange.
shaking
Yeah,
it.
I'm addicted.
I played it when it first came out.
I got a minor addiction to that game.
Alright,
I don't know if you can read my
Can
handwriting. There you go.
Can they hear us, Ben? Can we yell?
Oh yeah, it's very echoey in this cave, so
I'm just gonna be like, yo, we found somebody.
found a dude.
We know who he is.
as you well,
We recognize him.
he
He
doesn't.
doesn't.
Oh,
No.
okay.
As
Well,
you're
Kevin
I got him
does.
and Krunsh with me.
Yeah.
oh yeah, well I guess yeah.
So like I bring him up on the rock.
Yeah.
check them out, and they're like, "Oh, look, it's what's this?" I don't even.
Raven.
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 And
What's
Raven.
your character?
Wait.
Xavros?
Are we just gonna say
Yeah,
kidnap
I wasn't sure
him
myself.
thing?
Xavros, like the
Or that I got knocked
Dragon
out,
Age
fell into the bone
Hmm?
pit.
Xavros, like the
question.
Dragon Age character.
You
I just use the name
were
creator.
actually
Okay.
on the
Okay.
boat this whole time.
There's a
When you were going down the rapids,
rogue
it's a big
ish
sticky
character
thing hanging
in
down.
Xavros, and
And
then
walks
Yeah?
right into it,
Hell yeah.
and it sucked you up into the hole. It's the last thing you
I
remember.
got beamed up.
leave me up, Scotty.
As you call out to the others to come over, your eyes open. Go.
I stand up. Wait, so it's just us right now.
It's
Well, it's you and me on a rock, and they're in the boat.
they're
Mhm.
coming across the island by this point.
Can I just wait for them to get here?
Oh,
Sure.
Okay, that's what I do. I wait for you guys to get here.
Okay.
Okay.
And,
It'll only
and
take
and
you, like,
Jeremy's still on the
A couple
boat.
seconds. This rock is like barely 30 feet across, so it
Oh,
takes them
okay,
like a
then
couple
never mind.
seconds to
I'm
get
back on
up.
the
So
island.
Alright.
so like by the time you like open your eyes and you get your bearings and everything, they're all through.
Oh, okay, so they're all pretty much here then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Except for those two and the NPCs that were with
Alright, I'm going to stand up and point to path 1. And not say anything, but just
Okay.
point to it.
you. So he points across the cavern
Thanks, buddy.
down to the south,
That's all I do.
which is the direction that you know that the hag said not to go.
What happened to you?
We can't
Pantomime it. You can pantomime.
Pantomime.
I just stand up.
Are you okay?
You can pantomime it if you want to. I'll tell you what to
Alright,
do.
okay. Wait, you're gonna tell me what to do?
Sure. Roll a performance check first. And everyone else, and the three of you roll an insight check
oh my god.
against that.
I'm better at performance, though.
He's the one telling the story.
10. No! Wait, yeah, 10.
17.
19. I'm pretty sure I'm good.
19. All right. So he
Yeah,
starts
okay,
charading
well.
the story to you.
Probably minus.
Sounds like, looks like, and he tells you this horrifying story about how he was sitting on the boat with you guys, and then all of a sudden, this something sticky just shot down at him and yoinked him up into the ceiling. And then he tells you this story. He pantomimes this story to you about how he fought off a whole room of spiders with nothing but his bare hands. He kicked some drow in the face and knocked out all of his teeth. Then took the teeth, formed them into punching into brass knuckles, and used that to fight through the rest of the spiders. It's a
Nice.
it's a heroic story. You're all very impressed. He then says that he
Brennan's hearing this
found.
for the first time.
He
He's
then
like,
says.
Hell yeah!
He then says that he stole a boat.
Germany is great.
The problem is that the area that he was sort of describing. This is one thing that sounds funny about his story, though.
You mean
Since
besides
wrote
the fact that he's
Besides the fact that this
using
no,
teeth as
everything
well.
else sounded amazing. Like everything else sounded legit and amazing. But there's this one detail where he talks about this. What are you doing?
Looking through
Oh
cards.
my god. So there's this one
That is
detail where he's
Battle
talking about this
Bond
large
card,
cavern
I know. that's
with
what
no
I went
water
through.
in it and it choked with spider webs. And then he talks about stealing a boat and sailing down a side passageway and coming out, and then there was there was an explosion, and then he just woke, and now he just woke up here.
Okay.
No.
Which way did you come from? 1?
No.
He came from that little path below path 2, yeah.
Mhm.
So he
So
came from
then-
down that way.
Is Chucky with them?
No, he's helping you build the boat.
Yeah, the NPCs are on the island helping build the boat.
So that is the heroic story that you tell them, and you believe all of it, but
You
there's
guys know this guy?
some odd details.
Man, he doesn't even know who the hell he is.
Oh yeah, you don't know this guy.
You know this guy?
Yep.
He disappeared one day. We kind of forget about it.
He disappeared one day.
Scruffer remembers him well. Remembers him fondly.
Jeremy, it's a bird. You can make angrier than a turtle.
I'm assuming I can see that other island.
over there.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a bit more
What's
clearly.
here?
You can see what appears
I'll
to
put
be
it
the
right here.
remnants of
What the
a
hell am I running into?
boat
Oh,
smashed
probably
on the edge.
been-
Okay.
It's busted wide open though.
We'll come over to the boat with you and we'll bring the boat and put the stuff on it and bring it back.
Oh, I was gonna say you can take him back. do that. And then while you guys do that, I'll go check out the island.
That's when you'll get into trouble.
Probably.
Bad.
Probably, but I can run
Never
on
go
water.
anywhere without your buddy.
I can run on water.
Where's your thunder buddy?
Also, walkie-talkies.
Oh yeah.
No talkies. Okay.
Yeah.
Walkie-talkie.
Got walkie-talkie? They got magic walkie-talkie?
Ben loves when someone says they're gonna go off on
Huh?
a run. He just sees the
We're
glimmer
going
in his
to the
eye.
party. Yes.
Done what I wanted.
Why don't me and Raven, we'll just go with you over there. That way we don't have to split up.
Why don't
He's
you
fine.
What's
introduce
Krunsh
it?
doing then?
Why don't
Crunch
you
can do whatever he wants.
Crunch to swim back.
Crunch is looking at
Crunch
seashells
roll.
right now.
Yeah,
He
Crunch
take
is
care of
cooking.
himself.
Let Crunch be your thunder buddy.
Are you just gonna stand here on
Why
the
don't you
rock while the rest of us
introduce
go elsewhere?
Raven
Krunch?
to Tycho.
You sure? There might be a fight this way.
Yeah, I don't care.
Kevin.
A fight?
What?
A fight?
Yes, there might be. We don't know what's over here.
Good, I need a fight. I'm bored.
Okay. I convinced Krunch to come. I used
Okay.
that special F word.
And Tycho, this is Raven. Raven, that's Tycho. Vice versa. You guys know each other. He was within our group for a long time. He disappeared, and now he's back.
In your head. Okay. So you guys are gonna go to the island.
Yeah.
So you get back in,
Together.
so you load everybody back in the boat, you load him back in the boat. You start heading up.
Damn it, Corby.
That's a really bad spot for that.
That's the only spot for that.
It don't fit over here?
Well, no, because it's still gonna dangle down wherever it is.
Oh,
It's just
hold on,
best
hold
to
on.
just sit
Ben,
instead
hold
of
on,
constantly
Ben,
getting
Ben.
up.
If you could just
the
sit
only
down.
thing plugged into this is, well, there's that. I was also gonna say the only thing plugged
I'll put
into
it
the
back.
power strip is your laptop.
That's
so we
true.
can unplug the power strip
That's
to
true.
plug the laptop into the wall.
Okay. Anyway,
Ben is not the brightest.
I'll put it back. Don't worry.
Never
Alright.
said he was.
Can't wait to watch it.
No one
Never
said.
he was.
No one said that.
so you all load onto the boat. You head
Well,
over
I'm
the
probably
island.
running alongside the boat,
Sure. You're running alongside the boat.
or
So
ahead of
it's-
the boat. I don't know.
So
Depends on the
Krunsh,
speed of the boat.
Xavros, and Raven are in the boat.
I found 4, that puts me up to 20.
Xavros, what is your passive perception?
My passive perception is 5.
5?
What?
Oh wait, hold
Passive
on.
It's
perception.
not 5. Pause.
10 plus your perception.
I thought you had passive perception
He's
written
minus
down.
5 to wisdom.
I did,
so
but
he
then that
has-
was
Oh
the
my
other thing that I'm
goodness.
not using anymore.
He's
15.
brain dead.
15. Something
Oh, okay, I got it. Yeah,
something swished by the boat.
How far
in the
along are we when it switched by?
You're very close
Very close to the next
to the
island?
next island.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can see it better?
Sure.
Oh, that's what we just used perception. Oh,
Well, you
okay.
noticed it. Now you can try to look at it normally.
20.
Looked like some kind of big fish.
Okay, I tell them to be on guard. There's a big fish swimming near us.
You're running on the water?
I am.
Roll me a
Watch
dexterity
out!
save.
Get on the boat. Get on the boat.
I can move faster than the fish.
It's a fish.
Can you?
Maybe. No, that's not good. Dexterity save is 17.
You stop moving. Something has grabbed your ankle.
Oh, God.
Break?
Not even have to make a dexterity.
Cut off
save,
my
so
ankle.
It's got you.
Tycho suddenly just stops in mid-run and just gets sucked down into the water.
Gets yoinked down to the water.
Gets yoinked down into the water.
Yeeted.
Yeeted.
No.
Yeeted.
Yeeted is when it throws me. Yoinked is when it grabs me.
Oh,
and pulls
okay.
me.
Okay.
They're
Yoink
the
it.
opposites.
Yoinked it.
It's
Okay.
like pull and push.
Yoink and yeet.
Yes.
Don't get
What is
yeeted on us.
your armor class?
I'd rather be yeeted at this point.
Yoink.
What is your armor class?
Like
Can he fight underwater?
17? Yes, 17.
17 on the die.
Is that good or bad for me?
That's bad. That means you got hit 10 points of damage.
Ew.
As something takes a big bite out of you. It's very dark underwater. You can't see anything.
He can't fight
Something's
back.
got a hold of your leg, and you took a big chunk.
Can I tell if it's like a tentacle thing or like a jaw?
It's a
Is it like
tentacle.
slimy or
Okay.
teethy? Slimy.
Well,
More slimy and suctiony.
What?
Can he punch that direction since he's just a puncher?
At this point, we can all roll initiative.
Hell yeah.
Well, too bad Krunsh
Including
walked
them?
away.
It's like
No,
trying
we're not with
No.
them.
Yeah, I'd say
Okay.
we're not.
It's like
we're
trying to
not.
nail
he
down
said
a
all,
kid.
so like, I just wanted to make sure.
Linus trying not to die.
The
20.
4 of you, 20. Beautiful.
Oh, I did actually want to ask you something. It won't be relevant for this fight, though.
Okay. Cole, what did you roll?
10.
10.
Plus, hold on.
5.
12.
Wait, who rolled a 5?
12.
I had some shitty rolls.
What's your class?
And somebody roll for Krunsh.
Rogue. Okay.
Somebody roll for Krunsh. I don't know what his dexterity is, but
16 plus whatever he's got.
I have no idea. I don't know what character.
we're gonna call it 16. All right. You're first.
All right.
Punch it in the
A
legs.
tentacle has a hold of your arm. I mean leg.
Do you have a knife or a sword?
That's the one.
I have a sickle.
Let's slash
can
his
stand up
tentacles
here,
away,
fine.
maybe.
Stretch my legs.
Let's see.
Hold on. I want to check something. Huh. Interesting. Way of the Four Elements does not include electricity.
Huh?
Way of the Four Elements does not include electricity. And using my Javelin of Lightning right now would be a terrible idea.
Or a great idea.
Or a great
What a
idea.
great idea. You don't know until you try.
Click it.
You don't know until you try.
Yeah, water.
I'm back. Had to go get Krunsh.
Okay. What is your roll initiative?
I'm fighting. Yes.
I'm fighting. Yes. Yes. Tycho here just got sucked down into the water by by something.
Oh god.
6.
6.
Oh,
That's
shit.
even better. All right.
Not good when Krunsh goes last. I rolled a 4 and a 1.
Not good.
You're second to last. I got a 5.
I have advantage too. I rolled a 4 and a 1
Oh.
on initiative.
All right. I'm still working on
I gotta get Krunsh up.
what it looks like, but can't really see it right now.
Oh no, I didn't glue him to a base.
Yeah.
Oops. Sensor. Does he stand up? Yes.
All right. So Linus, it's your turn. What do you do?
I do have a quick question about the elemental attunement thing.
What does
It's,
it say?
one of the options is create a harmless instantaneous sensory effect related to air, earth, fire, or water, such as shower, sparks, puff of wind, spray of light mist, or gentle rumbling stone.
Okay.
I was wondering if it's possible. I mean, I imagine it still has a hold of me, but is it possible to like use that as a way to like propel myself upwards?
Yoink
I
it.
don't think it's strong enough to propel you, especially because you're grappled currently.
Well, yes. Assuming I get
Lost
ungrappled,
on.
I
Really?
free myself.
Wait, where
I
was
would
I?
say you could probably propel you probably like 5-10 feet, something like that.
Okay, so nothing.
Didn't you guys
It
leave?
won't
I'm
like
not
propel
leaving.
you. Yeah.
I'm not leaping out of the water.
Didn't you
No.
guys leave me
Okay.
somewhere? Where am I supposed to be?
You're in the boat. I don't
You
know.
can't keep up with your character. And
I'm in the boat.
You're in the boat, yeah.
Where's
Yeah.
the boat?
That's a good question. It is somewhere between that little island where we found what's his
Raven?
face?
Just line yourself probably
Between
20
these
feet
two.
off
Yeah.
the edge of the island, and just count that as a boat.
Where's the island?
This island that's drawn on the map.
Don't worry.
This
Just
is
use that for
this
now.
one. This island, the Hag Island.
Oh.
So I'm grappled underwater. I am underwater, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
You're underwater.
Out of curiosity, how does that work with like combat or
Probably
Should be
move
this-
it
Uh,
this way.
should be the
Disadvantage.
same.
Disadvantage.
on
Okay.
attacks.
And
Unless
I,
you have like freedom of movement or something.
I don't believe I have anything for underwater movement.
I think of it. Okay.
Turn you into a dolphin.
Kind of like a hammerhead shark.
It just made me think
Yeah.
of the South Park where Kyle's dad gets the
I've
surgery.
always wanted to be dolphins.
It's so unsettling.
It is like, it really is. It's okay, Stan. I've learned.
Okay.
It's okay, Kyle. I've learned I can be where I really am.
I assume that disengage does not undo grapple.
I can use
No,
hold mine.
you would have to use your action to break the grapple, which would be an athletics check.
Okay.
Would you like to do that?
Well, I mean, yeah, I'd like to not drown.
Certainly. So roll me an athletics check.
Great. That's strength.
And you can probably stay down there for a long time because each turn is like 6 seconds. So you can probably stay down there a while.
15 plus 1, 16.
You kick it in the head and it explodes. You make it to the island and it's full of boat parts.
16, you said?
Yes.
You break free.
Yay! I'm free. I'm gonna get into this. How far away are you from the island?
You are 10 feet from the surface, 20 feet from the island.
Which island?
The
Tag
next, the
island?
new island, the bigger island.
The boat wreck island?
Yep.
Okay.
Boat Wreck Island?
The biggest one, yeah, the next biggest one.
So, you see that small one next to just under the path to where we found,
Raven?
I don't know
yes.
where you found him.
One of these times.
Where'd you find him?
Ben, can I borrow the laser pointer?
Don't point at my TV. It's right here.
Point at my TV.
Alright.
What's he gonna do?
I'm gonna point at it if I want to.
So that's where we
So
found
that's
him.
where we
Gotta
found
earn
it.
that
We're
right.
moving
You're
up
about
to the
right
next
here.
island. So we're
Okay.
somewhere around there.
Okay. And you're fighting something
I
in the
can
water.
use mage hand to like grab you.
I don't think Mage Hand can carry people.
It
Can
doesn't say,
Up
just
to
it can't
10
hold
pounds.
any more than 10 pounds. I can drag him through the water.
30 feet.
10 pounds worth of oomph.
You can yoink him 10 feet.
I yoink you, I grab a hold of your thigh, and I yoink you 10 feet
I'm
towards.
going to... Yeah, I'm just gonna move as far as I can, I guess. Towards the island.
Okay. Half your movement speed.
So that'd be like 22?
22?
22 or 23. Depends on how we went around.
Did we level up?
No.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
So we should be level 9. Yeah, okay, you get to the island.
Okay.
Oh,
But-
there's any rares in there.
It is going to get an
I'm
attack of
just kind
opportunity
of
on
sorting
you.
them.
Oh, hang on.
Can I ready,
Is that a bonus action?
can I ready hold monster for when I see
Yeah.
him?
Do you have a monster?
I
Question.
don't know if I should use it though, because it says
The Step of the Wind. I can spend 1 key point to take the disengage or dash action as a bonus action on my turn, and my jump distance is doubled for the turn. Can I do that? Spend a key point to disengage after I escape the grapple.
You'll take your action to break the ground.
It's a bonus action.
Oh, bonus action. Oh, okay, then yeah.
Okay.
So then you can disengage so you don't have to take the
Attack of opportunity.
attack of opportunity.
Yep.
Alright
I can't ready an attack, can I?
You can on your turn.
Okay.
Let's see.
Do we even know what we're fighting?
Nope.
You do not.
Something with tentacles, and it also took a bite out of me.
Actually, I was wrong. It was not a tentacle. It was a webbed hand.
A webbed hand.
That's that damn fish people.
Changes the things a little bit, but
Considering it grappled me and such, do I have a good idea of the size?
sure.
Are we talking like human sized or
Slightly larger than human size, but still medium.
okay? As long as it's not like great white shark size.
No, it's like a bigger hand,
Okay.
humanoid hand.
Okay.
But it's not a humanoid hand. It didn't feel humanish.
So it wasn't like a webbed human hand. It was.
It was a webbed. It was a webbed humanoid hand. It was like the fingers, the number of fingers were different, and
Okay.
the size and the the overall layout of the hand was different. But yeah,
It was still kind of
thumb fingers, but with webbing, and they were longer than human
Okay.
fingers.
Okay.
So,
Whoa, that's cool.
so that is your turn. You have made it to the
He's
island.
got all his little faces in his mane.
Oh yeah.
Next up on initiatives is going to be Xavros.
Black Crows.
I'm going to.
I looked through all those cards.
And that's all you found.
Yep. I think it's like 10 cards. 7, 8, 9.
So you're building
I found 9 cards.
Hydra Tribal.
What do you got?
Commander or?
I'm going to.
Yeah, with the
Should I-
one
I'm
No,
gonna
I
do
got
Hydra
a bunch
Hydra.
of them.
Starters.
Yeah, Gargos.
So you saw him
My
get
friend just
sucked
finished
down in the
right
water,
Yeah.
and then a moment later he pops back
I'm
up
always
and
finished with
scrambles onto the shore,
I'm
about
gonna
20 feet ahead of you.
I want to use my movement speed to row the boat to try
If I
to
can
get it
get these
across.
hydras from Ben, I'll be up to 20
Okay.
hydras.
And I'm gonna ready
Mana
firebolt
Gorger?
for when he comes back to the surface.
Okay.
At
I
least
was
enough that I can
surprised
hit
at
him
how
with
many
something.
of them I had.
Okay. So
So
you
do I
are,
roll my attack
One of
roll,
them's-
or is
one
it
of
just wait
them's,
till he pops back to the surface?
you'd wait
No,
till he
it's
pops back
I don't
up.
want
and
to-
Okay, I'm just readying it.
yeah.
And
Okay.
how far did we get when me?
It doesn't
Oh, hang on a second.
sort of.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And
But
it's
okay.
cheap.
Yeah. You mean mana?
What?
You mean cheap to cast or cheap
Yeah.
to buy?
2 mana.
Because I don't think it's cheap to buy.
I don't know, I wouldn't think so. I had, pretty sure I have a playset of them.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not, yeah, anything from like Origins forward
Okay.
I probably have.
So you do that. So you're preparing to hit something.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised I don't have
Alright.
to go down with reach. Explosive vegetation. I just don't think I ever got
As
it.
you're rowing, suddenly
Oh, wow,
the
it
boat,
dropped dramatically.
the water beneath
What
you,
is it?
Metallic Mimic. It's only 625.
drops
Oh,
drastically,
that's pretty good.
I mean,
50 feet.
Yeah.
To look at I think
The
it's like
boat?
$2.
Yep.
$2.50.
and it slams down into a rock.
Oh, if you
Now
talk
it
about
looks like there's just a tunnel of water,
POLU.
tunnel of water with air in the
This
middle,
is sense.
and you're at the bottom of it, and
Like
your
a
boat.
whirlpool,
I
but
No,
like
it
with
just
no water, just
it's
nothing.
just it almost looks
I
like
think these
like
two
Moses.
probably-
yeah, like that, but like in the level that you're on. So here's the boat.
Yeah.
Here's the level of water
Okay.
you're on.
Keep going.
That just went boom
What about over
straight down and just pushed the water out into the sides.
Onto a
There's
rock.
a circular wall of water, 50 feet tall, 10 feet wide. You're at the bottom of that, which appears to have been completely emptied of water,
Okay.
which at the bottom of the cavern floor, 50 feet down.
375.
The boat,
Everyone went down.
shatters
God damn it,
into a
man.
million pieces. Everyone in the boat needs to make a dexterity save.
Is that me?
Including me.
There's
Yes.
the two of you and Xavros.
18 plus 20.
What is it? What kind
Dexterity save.
of dexterity save?
11.
11,
$5.
I figured.
12.
12. The two of
Pretty
you,
sure that's like
Xavros
5
and Krunsh, you take 12 points of damage as you just slam hard into the ground.
Okay.
As you start to
Yeah.
descend down rapidly, fall down this hole that in the water suddenly, you can see floating about 10 feet down in the water in front of you and off to the right a little bit,
Yeah.
is
Commander
this
Mythology is $5, which is
big
what this one is.
frog
But
looking
the
thing.
Commander 2014 is 7.
Okay.
That's fine.
You can't really get a
Yeah,
good look at it
five,
because the water's
so
dark, but
10,
it's a general
1375.
outline of a frog human.
The foil one.
Combination.
Can I
Problem.
blast him?
Rolling Shroud of Thunder.
You can try. It is magical fire, so sure. Yeah, you can, so you see
From,
a creature,
Ultimate
and you
Masters.
can take your attack of opportunity against it.
Okay.
Yeah, something
So
like
attack
this,
to roll?
Commander.
Yes.
Or attack roll?
Be
Yeah, man.
disadvantage because
Oh,
it's
you
underwater.
done this?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Commander.
Well, I'm not underwater.
Commander.
It's underwater though. You're shooting through a wall of water though. That's
Okay.
So however you want to run.
Go
One,
up
nat
to
one.
That one.
17.
All right. Your firebolt shoots out and sizzles against the water and disappears.
Comes back and smacks me in the eye.
Yeah. Okay.
Some more eyeball.
Krunsh. This is
Hello.
your turn. You are in a boat, in a shattered piece of a boat, with Xavros and Raven 60 feet down, or 50 feet down, at the bottom of the ocean in a tunnel, a 10 foot wide by 10 foot wide, by 10 foot long by 50 feet high tunnel of water. Whole like trap door almost opened up and just dropped you in here.
Something's in a big hole in the ground.
Yes. Of water.
Oh wait, am I down now?
You are not. You are on the island.
Oh, where were they?
They're in the
We fell
boat.
at the bottom of the boat. We fell in the bottom of
Can I just walk out back to land?
a hole in the water, basically.
Land is 50 feet above you.
I'm on the bottom. I can just walk out.
You just
And it
went-
Into the
slopes
water?
up. I can. And I just swim up. Or I
Okay.
just keep walking on the bottom of the water.
Okay, so you're just gonna walk in and
Caribbean
try to walk back up the slope.
Yeah, makes sense.
I'm gonna just swim.
Take a nice deep breath. That's about all I got.
Okay. So you probably get about 10
Deep-
feet
deep breath.
there.
And
Okay.
out.
So, for instance, clear off the island real quick. So, for instance, Tycho, you're here.
Does this foot work either?
No.
Looks like an ant.
Tycho, you're here.
I is there.
5, 10,
I'm 20 feet off in the water.
20. You're all, the rest of you are over here on a boat.
Xavros!
I'm at the bottom of the water.
And
You're at
move,
the bottom of the water.
yeah.
I need your help.
move Krunsh 10 feet this way.
That's all I can
Oh,
move.
like here?
Yes.
What?
It's water. You're wearing, you're big and
Oh,
bulky.
you got an orc mini.
Alright. At that point,
You
it
grunts like an
is
orc.
Raven's turn.
Huh?
You even grunt like an orc. $1.50.
Really?
Don't you have his back to me?
Wow.
He does.
Surprised by expensive or cheap?
How much
I'm
it is
going
for a
to...
common?
It's because it grabs any forest untapped.
Oh yeah.
Like explosive vegetation is not going to be as much.
No, I
Is he
figured it'd be
swimming
like
or
60
walking?
cents. Both of these be like 60
Sort of
cents.
both.
I'm walking. I'm just that strong.
That is Commander.
It's a thing you guys want to
How?
So you're gonna use your
It's
action,
$1.70.
move action
That's
to.
more
get in front
expensive
of
than
him.
the
Yeah.
Skyfire Claim.
What are the other versions?
Move me in front of... figure out what
Dragons
I'm
and
doing.
Turkey is
Move me in front
$1.
of Krunch.
Lance,
Like
put
the
this.
space in front of me.
Put
Add
this.
me space.
Oops. Right
It's
about.
supposed to be $1.50.
See, the
We're
boat
at
is here.
23.
10 feet this way.
Like here?
Right about there.
There.
There you go.
Music.
Alright.
I'm changing
And
it.
so
Like, is your
Then-
river?
take this blue.
The action's going on the river. We're
Take
not gonna
this
play
thing.
what you guys do.
Draw a 10 by 10 square around.
Quarter.
Starting here and just. So.
A 10 by 10?
Yeah, so 2. So 4 square. Around 4 squares. So 1, 2. No. What are you doing?
Oh.
So 10 feet. Each square is 5 feet.
No!
So 2 squares
Toilet.
by 2 squares.
You
right
said
around
4!
there.
And so I went 4. Oh, that's terrible.
That's good. Gets the point across.
There you go. Put Xavros here. Crunch is here.
I'm just
Hey,
there.
I moved 10
You
feet
were
out of
here.
the water hole.
And he
Come
is
on.
there. Oh, 10 feet.
that's
That's
true,
right.
yeah.
Fine, my bad. And then he's right in front of Crunch.
You're gonna get so fucked up
He's in
out
front?
there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Would you swim out there too?
Yeah.
You both be getting fucked up out there.
I'm strong.
So you swim in front of.
Nobody
I
hurts
swim in front of him and I
Nope.
look at him in the eyes.
me. Nobody hurts me.
From beneath your companion's cowl, you can see a pair of suddenly glowing eyes. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm gonna fail this, I already know that.
I'm
Like
sorry.
his eyes glue?
Charisma.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, good,
Son of
that's
a
20.
bitch, you traitor bastard.
Suck it.
You managed to realize that that's something you should not look at, and you avert your gaze at the last one.
Nice.
But
Can I swing my weapon at him?
I don't think you did any actions yet.
Son of a
Did you do
bitch.
anything actions yet?
No, I just
Oh,
walked
that's
out of the
right.
walked
That's-
into the
well-
water. It's not my turn.
It was
Yeah,
my
it's not
turn.
your turn. Oh,
Is
your
that
next turn,
would
yeah.
that be an attack against me? Can I?
No.
Oh yeah, because I can only deal with melee attacks.
Is there anything else here?
No.
Okay.
Nice try.
I'm just looking at you.
Top of the round, Tycho.
Admiring.
Oh.
You can see now that there's a 10-foot hole of water that drops.
Like a
sharp.
whirlpool kind of thing, or just there is just
Like,
a void of water.
There's just a void, just a big tunnel of straight down of
What?
walled water. What is
Can I see how far down it
I like
is?
this water.
It goes down a long ways, but you can't really tell all
Sound.
the
Sounds
way.
like
You
static.
can't see how far it goes, but it goes
You
a
can
good
trip
ways
out to
down.
this if you listen to it.
Definitely static, and it's kind of annoying.
I'm
I'm
going
static.
to.
I'm just hearing static.
Yeah.
Guess my
Ben,
cave
turn the
sounds
static
better?
off.
What?
Turn the static off.
That's me.
Static.
Ah, there we go. Or turn it down or something. It's very loud.
Out of curiosity, if I threw a javelin lightning to the whole lightning thing, how much would the lightning go through the water?
Wherever the weapon would go.
Well, I mean, like,
It's
conductivity.
lightning doesn't conduct electricity. Water does not conduct electricity magically in this world.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Since it's a magic thing. Okay.
It's magic electricity, so it doesn't count.
That makes sense.
Okay. Okay. That's good.
Now, if you happen to find a live power line and dropped it in the water, I don't know where you would find that. But if you happen to,
somehow tear a
it
hole
would.
through the fabric of reality and just reach in here.
Exactly.
Look, it's Krunsh.
All right.
Look, it's crap.
Okay. What
That's
do you
what
do?
we used last time.
The Caristro.
I'm going to. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to essentially just kind of, let's see, I have 45, which is 9.
Put the cave noise back.
Do I know where he is at the moment?
No, the water is very dark.
Very
You
dark, I
can't
can't see it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move around here with, like, I guess an attack ready. Ready and attack kind of thing.
Okay, so you're going to move over it and ready an attack?
Yeah, I'm basically just going to be circling around that void with an attack ready as soon as he appears.
Okay. When you get within 5 feet of where he is, you can see that he is 10 feet below the water level, at the edge of that hole.
He's standing above the hole, looking down on us, just taking a piss on our heads.
So he's like right
can
there,
see
but
him there?
yeah, but 10 feet down is when you
Yeah,
can you get closer to him. You can see this shape in the water.
Some sort of water.
How ineffective would my fire skills be, since they're magically fired?
You work, you just roll a disadvantage. That's what I just tried to do. And
Have
I rolled a
half,
1, so.
half damage.
Half damage.
Would ice
Like
would
his
ice
beard.
work even better? Would ice work well?
You don't know.
You'd think it'd be lightning, but
Yeah.
apparently it's not conductive because it's magic.
This isn't Pokemon resistances.
This dude's invincible underneath this water. We gotta wait until he comes out and hold him. We should just get to the island. I'm just gonna get to the island. I'll swim out there too.
I'm going to just kind of circle him and follow him. And as soon as he's within range for a melee attack, I'm going to have my Javelin of Lightning ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna wait and see.
Yeah, that'd be what, like ready in an action?
Oh
or
yeah, you
something?
can ready an action.
Yeah.
So then when you see him, you're trying to wait till he gets into melee range.
Yeah.
All right. So then you can make your. So okay. So Xavros, is your turn.
So I guess I just stand there at the moment for now.
I'm going
Yeah,
to.
You're waiting.
Okay.
You would actually sink into the water at that point because you'd stop moving.
Can I see? Can I see that thing?
Well, I'm like circling him on the
Okay,
water.
you're circles. What?
Yeah. Can I see him still?
No. You are far enough down that you cannot see. He is 40 feet above you. Yeah. In the water, so it's very hard to see.
He's 40 feet above me now. I can guess he's 40 feet above me.
Roughly.
I would like to use Hypnotic Pattern on him.
Okay.
First, I'm gonna move out into the water. How far do I get to move to?
So first of all, check.
Is this
for
the other
me.
island?
Yeah. Can you check for me to see if that requires that you have to be able to see the area? I don't think it does, but.
No, no,
This
it's
is
just
probably all taking place in 30 minutes or less.
120 feet and a 30 feet range.
Okay. What does the spell description say?
How far away from the island are they?
Not
That
far.
me and Jeremy are on.
Like
Oh.
We're in between,
you're-
right here.
Can we see all this going on? Is there any way we can
You're
help?
90 to 120 feet away.
I imagine you've heard something.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna bring you in just another minute.
I probably yelped this as I was dragged under.
On a saving fail, the creature becomes charmed, and he is incapacitated and has the speed of 0.
Okay. Hypnotic pattern, you said?
Yep, a wisdom. He has got to make a wisdom saving throw of 16.
Here, it's a 30-foot cube within range. Okay. Okay. 30-foot cube, and the range is 120 feet. Okay, yeah. So, what does he need to do? He needs to make a wisdom save?
Yep, 16.
Wisdom
Cyrax
save
or
of
whatever
16.
Mortal Kombat. You know what I'm talking about? The guy who throws the digital net.
That's 20.
Okay, I'm gonna move as far as I can through the water.
Whatever, he looks like
Okay.
the newer versions of the ninjas. The cyber.
This is like how far we are from the island, right?
Yeah.
But that's not. We're talking about
They-
this
They
island.
changed all of them.
Okay, and I have 30
Damn it,
feet
Jared.
walking speed.
Yeah, so you can get 15 feet.
So
That's Jeff.
5, 10.
Yeah.
So I can
How
get
come
on
I
the
can only
island.
get 10 feet?
What?
How come I can only get 10 feet?
Because you were going
You're ruining everything.
not uphill.
I just walked through the water, backed up, and climbed up the island.
Okay. Okay. Then. Alright. It's turn. Tycho. I need you. Once per day. Make me a DC 16 intelligence saving throw.
Oh dear, intelligence. That's not good.
And you take some damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, guaranteed damage?
Oh yeah, guaranteed damage. You just get to see if you something else bad happens.
Oh, 18.
18. You passed, but you still take the damage. It's just that all the bad stuff doesn't happen to
It is
you.
9,000.
At least it's not over 9,000.
Okay. Oh wow, that's terrible. Okay, you're lucky on that one. That's 15 points of psychic damage.
Good gracious.
15 points of headache damage.
My armor class doesn't affect that?
You feel like something just berated your mind, and you managed to fight off the worst of it, but you have a very big headache right now.
You said 15?
15 points. Alright, and then it's going to... you see it swim up towards the surface towards you, and it makes a swing at you.
Alright, so my ready to attack?
What
I guess he gets this attack.
is your dexterity
My
bonus?
dex bonus
Yes,
is 4.
he's faster. Okay, so you take 14 more slashing damage.
Goodness gracious.
I'm guessing a 28 will hit you.
Oh shit.
Nope.
Nope.
28? Nah, try again.
Alright.
Man.
And that is his turn. It is now
Wait,
Krunsh's turn.
what about my ready to attack?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
And
continue.
also, how much was it again?
Again.
14?
14, yes.
Alright. 21. And can I do, like, with, like I did with the hag last time, where when I hit, I speak the word, and then just the flash of lightning?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then it'll take all
It'll
of
take
it.
all
Yeah.
the lightning damage, too.
Okay.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
12. Plus
By
8
the
plus
way.
20.
20 will hit. By the way, you can see it now. Looks like
What
this.
It looks like a, what the,
Gremlin.
I was gonna say like a
Frog, hedgehog.
monstrous version, a frog version of the Kuatoa. But yeah, that's horrifying.
It looks like a very demonic frog is basically what it looks like.
Okay.
Demon frog?
Frog person.
So then
Is it a
the
demi
word
frog?
and all that.
Frog. Yeah. You guys.
Does this work similar to my attack action on my turn?
Yes. It's
Okay.
exactly the same.
So I'd get like the bonus action for my
You do not
first-
get a bonus action. You only get the attack.
Okay.
So you have extra attack, right? So you can get 2 attacks. is it's taking the attack action. It's just that with you, when you do that, you can also use a bonus action, but you can, since you're readying, you can only get the regular action instead of bonus. And
When you use the attack action with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon on your turn, which the javelin does count.
On your turn.
well,
Oh, on my turn.
yeah.
You
Well, no,
said it.
because is it extra attack is the ability you have?
No,
Is it
it's
flurry of
not
blows?
extra attack. It's just like a perk of the martial arts.
Okay, then yeah, you would only get the one attack.
Yeah, it says you can make one unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Okay.
So I
you
just
would-
get this.
you would just get that.
It is a D6.
I'm gonna put his twin out there too.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I want to see what his bases are like. Guessing there's nothing to them. Oh yes, it's just a flat disc.
I guess it's just a flat disc.
Wait, Kevin spent money on D&D stuff?
I know. It's a shocker.
Well,
Embrace the
apparently
nerdness.
these are from Pathfinder, but they're orcs, so
Yeah.
okay.
It's the same difference.
They
It's
look
just a
like
different world.
barbarians.
Basically the same game. It's just different world and different system, slightly. More math is really what it comes down to.
I bought some Pathfinder orcs. They look like barbarians.
Piercing damage. Oh, so that's. Oop. Sorry, Krunsh. I knocked you over. So it doesn't include my proficiency, but it does include my dexterity bonus, correct? For the damage? For the physical piercing damage.
Yeah.
It includes my dexterity bonus, but not my proficiency, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So then that's 9 piercing damage. And then
Piercing damage.
9. 6.
So
Well, it's 4d6.
just give me the total.
6.
Just give me the total.
1. That's 13. And 2 makes 15 lightning damage.
15 lightning damage.
Nice.
Okay. And what was the bludgeoning?
The piercing was
Yeah, piercing.
9. So a total of 24 damaged in all.
And minus 9. Alright, you felt like you got a good solid hit on him, but the electricity from the weapon was not as effective as you thought it would be.
I cannot get this. Oh my god.
You're just gonna die?
No, I used it against the bone dragon,
Yeah.
which apparently was a form of blue dragon, so it was immune to the lightning.
I swear everything's immune to lightning
I'm
for some
just
reason in
like-
this campaign. Krunsh, is your turn.
It wasn't even a dragon. The bone dragon.
Is
But
an
it's true,
undead.
an undead. But because
I'm
it
getting
was
out of the
an
water.
undead,
Okay. You can make it to the island.
it was undead from a blue dragon. It apparently had some.
He moved
That found every way for
away
us to
from you.
not have advantage against
Full
that.
attack of opportunity to try and grapple him.
Oh.
Plus your
13 plus what strength?
yeah.
Oh, shit, strength's not a thing. Oh, wait, yes it is. Plus 1. 14.
Your armor class is higher than 14. He tried to grab your arm as you walked away, but he
Alright,
missed.
I'm flirting with you.
But he missed.
He's trying to get
I'm
your
confused
brain.
by his actions,
Okay.
but I'm ready to.
So you've made it back onto the surface.
Yeah,
What do you do?
Flirting.
I'm confused by what he's doing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So
I'm stupid.
I
You're
stroke,
50 feet down,
I stroke his
so
arm.
you're still in the water.
Legs.
Yeah.
Thigh. Inner thigh.
Touches
How did
legs.
Cole get
I
out in
grabbed
one go?
Crunch's thigh.
Because I moved 15 feet. 5, 10, 15.
Yeah, but you're also 50 feet down, I forgot. So you actually, no, you're still in the water too.
Yeah, get your ass back in the water.
I grabbed
Here?
his arm in the water.
There. Put him there.
There.
Yeah.
And so put yours just like one square off, and then you're like 15 feet, so you're a ways down also still.
I'm
So-
confused by him. So I've turned around and I'm facing it and I'm ready to beat the shit out of him if he tries anything else.
You're gonna try to give him a whack?
Not now. I'm just gonna ready the whack.
Okay. You're gonna ready the whack.
whack's ready.
The whack is prepared, everyone.
I'm ready to whack
It's
him.
happening.
Beware the whack.
Whack
Whack
right
me
off.
off, Krunch.
Only whack it behind
Okay.
closed doors.
Moving on, Brennan. Raven is your turn.
Oh shit! I thought that was just.
What
I
do
thought
you
that
do?
was my turn. No.
You get that message again.
Oh, I grab his arm again.
Go for it.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
I'm gonna use my reaction to hit him.
Okay. Whose dexterity bonus is faster?
+2.
+2.
It was your reaction, so you go.
4 strength.
He's gonna hit you.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, what'd you get?
This is gonna sting though.
Let me check something.
Get ready on a charisma save for me when that
Yeah,
happens.
Brennan,
Yeah.
Extra.
never help Kevin.
Never help.
He can always hit you.
He's not trying to help. He's controlled. He's trying to
Oh, yeah.
zap something in his
I
brain.
was gonna say, 9 times out of 10, Kevin will punch you.
Yep.
For
Watch out. You first attack, okay, so I can't attack recklessly. Darn! Alright, fine, just normal attack when I find my dice. Oh, shit. 10. And probably misses.
That will miss.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's my turn then, right?
Did you? No, you.
No,
you
that
would
was-
try to grab him now.
Oh,
Continue.
now
He was
I'll
just
do
doing
the
that to
grab.
interrupt your attack,
One that you-
but he failed.
Cool. Okay.
So now it's your turn to continue.
9 plus
No.
1, 10.
All right. So he's trying to grab at you and
No.
pull your face closer to his.
I'm gonna swing at him again.
All right. So let's see. That is
Wait,
everybody's turn.
no.
Wait.
I am gonna hit him again. I'm gonna
It's
use
not
one
your
of my-
turn anymore.
I'm gonna use my superiority die. And I will, when a creature misses you with an attack, you can use your reaction to expend a superiority die to make a melee weapon attack against that creature.
Okay.
Here it comes. Have you,
This is fun.
20 something.
Yeah.
22.
Oh,
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
yeah.
Oh wait, I gotta roll my superiority die. I forget what that is.
Do you just expend it, or don't? Or do you
I
have to
think
actually roll?
superiority die is a D8, I believe. And it's a 1.
What are you
No.
going to? Just a hit?
I add the superiority die to the.
Oh.
If I hit.
Okay. Well, you've already hit.
1. Now damage is a D8 plus 6. 9.
9 points of damage.
That's pitiful. I'm,
You did as much
I'm,
damage as a
dis-
sheep.
I'm disappointed as myself.
Okay.
Don't try to attack me.
You're quite done.
Yes, I'm
All right.
finished. And my kill.
So, top of the round.
Definitely gonna do.
might help you out.
Varaga and Larkún.
Definitely gonna kill him.
The unmistakable sounds of battle, along with a large splash, just happened a ways off.
What do you do?
And you can definitely hear just the unmistakable screech, battle screech of Krunsh.
I'm underwater.
Oh, that's right, you're underwater.
They probably heard me yelp as
Oh.
I was pulled under.
That's true. You also heard this and the splash, and you've been hearing footprints running on the water. Like something's going on over there. To the west of you.
Gotcha.
Roll immediate initiatives and tell me what you are doing once is your. Roll me initiatives first.
Why are we all the way over here?
Because we were pushed off the map.
Yeah, that's not Hag Island anymore.
What do you add to it?
Your dexterity modifier.
There's my thing.
Let's get out of the games, Andy.
I had to restart my computer.
It's initiative. You had your initiative too.
I got 15.
15.
Your initiative is your dex.
I also
modifier.
rolled a 15.
But yeah.
Okay, which one of you has a higher dexterity modifier?
It's +1.
Mine's +3.
Alright, so he's first.
Where's your wall?
My what?
Where's your
Your screen.
Dungeon
Yeah,
Master
screen.
wall?
I know, I took it down because the computer was in the way. They rolled pitifully. So,
Where'd you get there?
Tycho, it is your turn again.
Well, this has just been sitting here. It's the naked singularity.
Yeah.
Tycho, it is your turn.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
That card seems hilarious.
It is hilarious.
Be disastrous for monocolored text.
Yeah.
I guess it's actually slightly relevant now. So, quick question about the. Oh, that's not it. There it is. Quick question about the elemental attunement. The last thing calls earth, fire, water, or mist that can fit within a 1-foot cube to shape itself into a crude form you designate for 1 minute.
Okay.
Is it possible to say take earth and form it around my fists as like a gauntlet? And if so, would I get like a bonus to attack or something, or like to damage?
I would say
I'm not asking for anything intricate,
you'd
just
be
like literally,
forming them into weapons,
essentially.
which would be attached to your unarmed strikes, which I'm going to say would, sure, if you have enough earth to do so.
Well, I can just.
You're floating in the water right now.
Well, I'm aware, but I can
Right.
skip back over here and then.
It will get attack of opportunity, but yes, you could do that. Like shove your hands into the ground and pull up
Okay.
like earth gauntlets. And I'll say it adds an extra D4 to your damages.
Okay, cool. But he is right there, so it's probably just better to just attack him now. Actually, if I attack him, I sink. Actually, would I have sunk from the
As long as you
reaction?
move at all on your turn, you can stay. No,
Well, I mean from the reaction.
no, because you have to at least move slightly on your turn to keep up. So if you moved like around him or something, like strafe
Okay.
to want like strafe around him or something, you could do that. I would say you could. That would be enough to keep you floating
Okay.
or standing, whatever. Who knows?
Is this one of those times where like slashing, pierce, or bludgeoning makes a difference? Do I get to know this information?
You would not know that information, but you don't think it would
Okay.
make any sort of difference. Quick question though: Are your unarmed attacks magical?
They, yes.
Okay. Just
There's something.
a question of curiosity. Ooh. No, I forgot to read that too. Yeah, this guy's tough. All right. What do you got?
Yeah,
Gonna
starting
fumble.
at sixth level, your unarmed strikes count as magical for the purpose of overcoming resistance and immunity from non-magical attacks and damage.
Okay.
They aren't dealing any magic damage, but they are considered magical.
Okay. Yeah, that's all that matters.
Got this
Yeah,
magic
I bought
hand.
cards instead.
Cold Stone's
Continue.
expensive over ice cream.
I'm fine with stopping at like roll farms because one is
Yeah,
it's like a drumstick.
I will
But like,
just kind
you know,
of
like the
move
Oreo
around
ones.
him,
Okay.
Those things are so good.
so you know, move and all that.
Sure.
And I'll just
Quart, like $2.
I'll actually use my sickle instead of just unarmed strikes, because why not?
I'm just gonna do it.
It's all monk weapons, so you can still get
Yeah.
the monk
Well,
weapons and extra attacks.
Yeah,
and stuff.
it's
walking
all the
and
same
spending,
thing and
like,
it's all the same
$30
damage too.
for
Yeah, that's fine.
And drinks.
Sure.
The difference is bludgeoning or
Fucking
slashing.
gorge myself. Wake up the next day, I'm like,
Well, your weapon
why?
is not magical. Your sickle is not magical, yes.
Oh, that's true. You're right. There's only yeah, it's only one. Okay, we'll just punch it then.
Okay.
Screw it.
Go for it.
Punches and kicks.
Sure.
chop, kick, punch.
Yeah, so
Chop, chop,
I'm
master
gonna
onion.
go
Nobody.
for
Rapper the rapper.
Wait, what did you say?
Rapper the rapper. Chop, chop, master onion.
So he's on the
No.
surface now. Would my fire abilities be doing normal damage now?
He is not on the surface. He is just below the surface.
Just below. Okay, so
So you're punching like the water.
I'd be punching. I'm not
Punching at the water, which she's
The
just
water-
below
water
it,
for
so
color
like
or not.
punching through the water.
Am I still
to
getting disadvantage for this?
It doesn't matter.
No.
I'm gonna be there all day.
Okay.
Don't ask
Because you are
That's
above.
weird.
It doesn't matter.
Fair point. Fair point.
You know what?
God damn it.
Just roll.
Okay. 17 plus 8 is a lot. 25?
25. That will definitely hit, yes.
Okay.
Continue. With any number of attacks that you're doing. Because I know it's a lot.
Yes, it is.
Rain, crappy.
I will go ahead and spend the key
Rain
point for the
crappy
flurry
all
of
day.
blows.
Oh, okay.
So I'll be making 2 unarmed as my bonus action. Still the first point, so essentially 3.
You have extra attack too, so you can.
No,
do
I don't
2.
have extra attack. It's when I make an attack with an unarmed attack or with a monk weapon, I can make a unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Okay.
It's not labeled as extra attack or anything like that.
That's right, yeah. Okay. Continue.
So then D6 of bludgeoning. 1. Plus 4, so
Oh, that's
5.
pretty. Oh, okay. I thought you got
Okay.
that one on the 20. I was gonna say, dude, that's.
Is this from like a joke?
And then attack
No, it's
number
from
2.
Battle bonds. But the coward thing. I just thought that was
9
really-
plus
Yeah, that's weird.
8 is 17.
17 will hit.
That's why I asked if it was from a joke set.
2 plus 4 is 6.
2 plus 2 is 4. Minus 1, that's 2 quick maths.
And then 13 plus 8 is 21. That hits.
Use that for now.
And 5 plus 4 is 9.
Alright.
How bad is he looking?
Not too bad.
Damn.
But you did some damage. You've done
You're
some.
the only one who's connected with him. We can't
Yes.
seem to get a hold of him.
Yeah, I'm fighting with the.
Alright.
Does it look
over
like
here.
the lightning did no damage or not as much as expected?
We've seen him for like 3.
Not as much as expected.
Okay. So it's not as bad as the undead dragon that I
It was not immune. You,
Okay.
You can tell you know that. Varaga, it is your turn.
Can I even see this thing?
You are 120 feet away.
So no.
You have heard the sound of battle.
Our boat's not done.
It is not. It has been
What do you do?
a total of probably 5 to 10 minutes
Start swimming.
at the most.
Start swimming.
You have started to hack the building apart.
Yes, we started taking boards off.
No, I already did that.
We
Well,
started,
yeah,
At the
but
end
it's
of last
Oh,
week,
starting to, you're sorting your
ripped the
supplies.
damn house
we started
apart.
to lay them out where they should go on the boat.
Okay, yeah.
All right, that's fair enough.
You got your piece
Yeah,
of paper
I
out,
ripped-
you're drawing
I
the
ripped the house
blueprints,
apart
all of a
last
sudden, big battle, big splashes, something going crazy.
I can't see out there.
You cannot see.
Probably saw a flashlight as I used my javelin.
That's true. It was probably lit up for a moment as you just saw Tycho just driving this javelin down into the water that he was standing on. Yay!
I will consult my colleague. What do you think we should do?
I'm up next after him.
You're right after him,
Yeah,
so
so
yeah.
we'll go
So
together.
whatever you guys want to do.
Well, they seem to be. They
Take your time.
they seem to be having some trouble over there. Is everything hunky dory?
His turn takes 10 minutes because he's got to get the voice right first before he can even start.
Is everything hunky dory over there?
Were you able to hear him over
Underwater.
stuff?
Are they underwater or?
Well, they are.
Some of
I'm
them
still
are.
above water.
So you hear a muffled voice echoing throughout the chamber.
Why is it
Can I make out what the
So I
words
can-
are?
Well, it's got a heavy lisp and an
I can use-
accent. And it's
So I
very
know who's
lisp.
talking, but
So
can I make out
you've
what...
identified who's talking, but you cannot understand what they're
Okay,
saying.
so
what
I
you're
can
saying.
use thaumaturgy, which is like a minor.
Thaumaturgy?
Yeah, thaumaturgy, whatever it is.
Yeah, pronounce it right. Thank you.
Whatever it
He
is.
has a list. Give him a break.
I guess we'll call
This
it.
one you use to
Prestidigitation or whatever.
Yeah, something similar. But I'll use thaumaturgy to make my voice echo and boom super loud and call out, "It's everything hunky dory over there."
Walls are rumbling.
All right. As you do that, Tycho,
crap,
I
you're
need
gonna
you
wake up
to
the whole
make a
damn cave.
Constitution save. As a horribly loud echo just racks your entire ears.
Oh goodness. Oh jeez. 17 plus 1 is 18.
Roll me a spellcasting attack modifier. Attack roll.
What?
So like
Just
spell
d20
attack,
plus your spell attack bonus.
which is +4 +5 +9. So
Jeez.
28.
So you manage to cover your ears in time before you take any serious damage to your ears from the echo. But you do hear a large crack above you.
No.
And a stalagmite falls from the ceiling. I need you to make a dexterity save.
I do.
Dexterity.
I already got one.
That one is not as scary. That's still bad. That's real bad. 15.
15. You take 4 points of damage, and you are submerged 5 feet into the water.
Yeah.
As a large stalagmite
Your fault.
falls from the ceiling
Out of,
and nails you inside.
out of
And
just
you-
I
giant
hate
you
this
lose your
blast. I'm sorry about that.
As you yell, you hear a loud crack, and then you hear a big splash, and you hear a yelp of pain.
Pretty much.
Methinks there be stalactites on the ceiling. Not
there-
in my booming voice.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
Until they call out for help, I think we just keep building this here boat.
Sounds fine to me.
Sounds good.
Not like you can really do that much anyway.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have a boat. What are you going to do? Swim and then.
Get attacked by something
You
else
get
on the
there
way
in
here.
5-6 turns.
It's probably.
It'll probably be over by then. Alright, so you're continuing the boat.
Listening carefully.
What are
It
the
sounds like
Xavros.
possible
Xavros, it is your turn.
When is it my turn?
Or I can turn myself into a
So you
shark.
know I'm gonna kick
Well, I was
your
thinking you
ass.
could turn him into a shark.
Yeah.
Alright.
I can, I don't know where
I
the list
can
of
do
my
it
power.
Just turn Krunsh. Well, if you turn yourself into a shark, that would be like that.
I just
Well,
the only
hello.
problem is burning it.
I
So I
will
only
take
have.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Whose turn is
My
it?
turn. Is my turn still going? If it
Um,
is, I'd like to use a water walk.
Ah. Okay.
I mean,
Sure.
so up to 10 willing creatures you see within this range can gain this ability. So
So you
Let's
can
go.
get the both of you and all the NPCs.
Where was this when we thought about running out of this damn place?
Yeah,
How
well,
long does this last?
Probably a minute.
1 hour.
Oh, an hour. Not bad.
I didn't realize it was a level 3 spell.
Okay.
So,
So you're gonna do that and then tell everybody to run?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, boat making its on pause for a second, boys.
Pause.
You
Oh.
can run 60 feet, so well, 60 feet around if you double run, but you can't double run this turn, so it'll be 30. So it'll take you 3 rounds to get there.
Okay.
2 rounds.
2 rounds.
2 rounds to get there. You will reach the other island at the end of your second turn. Yeah. Okay. So the 2 of you are gonna run, and you're just gonna tell the rest of the NPCs, Chucky and everybody,
Any
and
liquid
Jim Jar and everybody to
such
run.
as water, acid, mud, snow, quicksand, or lava.
Or lava.
Yeah.
Woo!
As if it were a harmless, solid ground.
Hmm.
Whoop. Creatures crossing molten lava can still take damage from the heat.
Okay.
I think so.
So
Lava's pretty dang hot.
that's happening. Xavros, is your turn. So you guys are running. You'll be there next turn.
in
And
my
it
movement,
carries people to the surface.
with my movement, how far can I get closer to the shore?
60 feet per round.
You are just below Linus and the creature, and you're like next turn you should be able to reach the shore.
Okay, so I'll just work that way next shore.
Okay,
Next
so
turn,
you were
I'm
like-
make it to the shore.
So you can see Linus. You can see some Xavros swimming up from beneath you,
Okay.
and you can sort of direct him towards the shore because he's sort of looking around in the dark.
Yeah.
I guess I'll firebolt him, the bad guy.
Okay.
Roll attack at disadvantage.
You're underwater. How you got fireball?
It's magic fire.
Yes.
We've already been over this multiple times.
No, whatever
Yes.
with the light.
Nope, we went over the fire.
We did.
4.
4 will miss.
Yep. But I get plus 8 on it, so
Nope.
12.
No,
That
no,
will
it's fine.
still miss. That was close though.
Okay.
Okay. Its turn. What is he gonna do?
Oh, poo.
Linus.
I'm sorry.
We're on camera.
Have you listened to what he's been
I
saying?
know.
With poo shit and all that?
Toilet humor.
Soup tip.
Toilet humor's beneath me.
Yeah, point out
Yeah, that's
the
because you're sitting on top of it.
It's below me.
Tycho, you're gonna take an attack, 21 to hit.
Maybe.
14 points of damage,
Oh, Jesus.
and he disappears.
Like, swims underwater, disappears, or just poof?
Poof.
Half the shit we fight, we just don't kill. It just disappears into just thin air.
The demons, right?
You can
Can't
look
fight
back
anything.
and you can see that it
The
is
dragon.
standing.
Yeah.
The hags almost disappeared. Thank God
Over
Kevin was a gargantuan ape.
It
He was
reappears
trying
over here.
if
On the island?
Kevin
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
kill it.
Does the
They
water
would've
hole
got
go
away.
away?
The
Final
frog
night,
dude to
Move
the
it,
island.
move it to the island.
There, that'll work for frog dude.
Don't say that loud.
It moved
Oh,
to
but this actually kind of looks like it. You're right.
You think it probably teleported.
Does the water hole fill in?
No.
That's not a concentration thing. He can just
Don't
make
say
water.
that now.
He
Yeah,
will
he
hear
might do it
you,
again.
And he will do it.
Okay.
Bone dragon, drow.
Everything that disappeared.
Alright, let's see. Everything's cool. It gets to disappear.
Magic mirror all over again.
Okay, so what's up?
Can I have these 6 planes from your battle, or 7 planes?
What?
I like the look of them.
Fine.
They got a stack of land over there.
I'm sure I got
I just
plenty
like
of
the
land.
look of it. I think it would look
Crunch
better.
is your turn.
Okay.
No one's
What do you do, Crunch?
Let's begin.
This is all on
Let's
me.
begin.
What's happening his arm?
I tried to like hold him in place a couple sessions
I'm aware
ago,
that there's something
and he couldn't make his wisdom
weird
save,
going
so he
on
was
with
just
his
like
glowing
stuck
eyes
there.
and grabbing
He's
at
like,
me
when I'm
correctly.
free, you're gonna die.
All right.
There's
So
something
I
you've
will,
not seen
I
him
will
do
resort
before.
to the only thing that I know, and I will try and beat the shit out of it.
No. To get 5th level spells.
No.
Your AC is what?
And that's when I want to get
Yeah, I gotta
Steel
roll
Wind,
what,
Steel Wind Strike.
8 or higher.
Yeah, Steel Wind Strike.
First, before we begin attacking, I'm going to attack recklessly.
That's when I'm like Nightcrawler.
So you have
Advantage.
you have advantage and he has advantage against you on attacks. Right?
Yes.
Is that what reckless
Yes,
does?
he'll have advantage against me as well, which I
And-
really don't care about.
No, yeah, I'm sure. I'm not. I'm certain.
All right, first
you're
attack.
not concerned.
16, 16 was the roll, so that's a 23 to hit.
That's yeah, I think so.
I'm a 14.
14 is your number.
All right, I'm gonna use.
PvP.
I'm gonna use. I'm gonna spend another superiority die.
I love it.
Whoa. Wrath of
We
How
have
many
rolled
does you
a
have?
7 on this. 5.
Wrath of Nature.
I've used 2, so I'm down to
Makes
3.
everything in a 60-foot radius
7.
come
I
to
will
life,
use menacing attack,
like animate.
Okay.
which means when attack hits, I can spend a dice and attempt to frighten the target. You have to make a wisdom saving throw. And on a failed save, you are frightened of me until my next turn.
Enjoy. Roll at advantage.
Oh.
Well, why is it an advantage?
It's not him. You gotta try to fear.
Nat 20 plus
He's not afraid.
1.
Alright. I'm still doing 7 extra damage.
Oh, I don't got.
against
That's
him.
fine. Go right ahead with the extra
And then
damage.
5,
Yeah, we're going
14,
far.
19
right.
damage.
I have uncanny dodge.
Yeah, we
When an
can
attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you use a reaction to have
A
the
lot of
attack's
rocks.
damage against you.
Nice.
So 19 have.
I knew you were the
Did-
perfect one to
didn't
do
he-
this too.
Didn't he attack me last turn? On his turn? Trying to grab
There
me?
were like
Didn't he
40
use an
grab
action?
you.
turn him
Uh,
So you can use an action and a
So-
reaction?
Yeah.
Really?
Dude, yeah, it's a
Reaction
whole thing.
is
Shark shit.
on
Turn
some
his head.
once per round on someone else's turn.
Even if they use an
Turn
action?
his
Yes.
scorpions.
And even if he's
19 have-
using an ability?
Yes.
Do I round?
That's what's giving him the reaction is the
Giant
ability.
octopus.
Okay.
Do I round
Ooh.
9.5 to 10?
The polymorph?
I think you round up, yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
Remember, it's gotta be a beast.
Guess what?
It's still gonna hurt, but
I have extra
Yeah,
attack.
it
Won't hurt
was
as
a
much.
spell slot,
You're gonna
that's
hate
what I'm
this. I
worried
rolled
about.
another 16. Here comes some damage.
here comes some damage.
8 and 7,
We're
another
just fighting-
15.
Are we just fighting Raven right now? Are they just fighting Raven?
Kevin is.
But why do you? This is
It's
another
until the
attack.
end of turn.
Oh, okay.
End of the turn. So all
Alright.
of your damage is
Oh,
half.
so
Take
basically
another
against
8.
it.
He can
It's
probably
uncanny
hit a
dodge.
giant
Is it
octopus.
all of it or only the first attack?
It doesn't say.
Is it giant?
It says when an attacker you can see
What's his challenge?
hits you with an attack.
I don't know, I just have
So
a
I think
name
it's
here,
every
giant
time you do an
octopus.
attack. Right?
That's your
Well,
one.
So for each attack,
That doesn't sound right.
Through
When it hits you with an attack,
Giant
I'm hitting you
crocodile.
Giant
twice.
crocodile, giant shark, the most powerful aquatic
What
creature
is it called?
available.
starting 5th level, when an attacker that you can
Giant
see hits
shark
you with
is
an
the
attack,
most powerful
you can use your
attack.
reaction to have the attack's
For aquatic beast.
damage
Yeah.
against you. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's only the
just
first
the
attack.
first
shit,
hits.
that's so then it was.
No, it's
What was the
CR5.
damage?
So
really?
first
Yeah,
damage was
giant
10.
Wasn't eight,
First
it
was
was-
19,
Yeah.
and the second one was.
Killer whale.
So you have the 19 to 10,
Yes.
the second attack was 15.
So,
So you can
Mega
take
Dodge.
25 damage.
It's probably in here.
That's basically what giant shark would be.
oh shit.
Can I yell at
And
Krunsh
some-
to attack the thingy, or is he too far underwater?
Krunsh is underwater.
Yeah, I'm underwater.
So he can't hear me.
Turn
if I yell?
into
He is at
shark
least
attack.
30 feet down.
Oh no, he's not
Yeah.
yet.
Yes, Ben.
I let him go.
Giant wolf
Good points.
spider.
Don't worry.
Okay. Is that it?
That's your number, not his number.
Like that's what I'm down to.
Yeah. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's gonna make it even more fun.
Okay.
Hunter shark.
Okay.
I think
That's
there's
it?
nothing else to do.
I'm really,
All right.
I'm
I'm
really
satisfied
like
being
one
shot.
shot by Krunsh.
It's your turn. It is your
Imagine
turn.
If you didn't have it.
You weren't here when he went
Make
absolute ape shit on the beach, were you?
Oh my god.
It was literal ape shit.
It really was.
It was the worst. I had to.
Crunch.
Oh.
Hello.
I would like
no,
you to
he's
make some
talking
kind of
about-
save in a moment.
No, Kevin, I'm talking about when
When we
I had to
first met the
climb up the
Kuatel.
rope and get away from you because you
Oh.
were, you get that mask got put on him, and instead of making him stupid, it made him go in to
Oh,
an
I
endless
read
rage.
that. Yeah.
It was awful.
I read that in the
It was
recap.
Yep.
terrible.
Yep.
I climbed a rope into some extra dimension to get away. I was like,
That was so
out.
funny.
We were all gonna climb up and
It's like-
leave him to like destroy the town
fuck
around
this
us.
shit, I'm
Come
out.
out and get out. Think, all right, we're good. He's still there.
Screw you guys. Again.
Crunch, make me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, we're not passing this one at all.
Yeah.
Intelligence. 15?
That is a fail.
Mind flare.
Fair enough. That's a really good
air,
roll.
The air in front of you ripples with energy and blasts you. You take 22 points of psychic damage, and you are stunned for 1 minute.
What the hell is doing this?
You cannot
There's
move.
just a random blast of air hits me.
You're a big
It's a
fart.
giant fart.
He went like this. So, Raven here went like this at you, and this
Ah,
big
yes.
big shockwave shot out of his hands.
So,
It's like
so a
when
Out of
giant
his
fart.
hands
That's
and like his
shitty
mind.
things.
So you are
Peace
stunned, which means,
Oh yes, I'm gonna drown.
actually yes, because,
Technically, wouldn't I still float up to the top?
You
No,
got heavy
no,
armor.
because you are heavy. You are stunned. The stunned
I don't
creature
have
is
heavy armor, I have medium
incapacitated. You are incapacitated. You can't move and can speak only falteringly. Creature automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's still my turn, right?
Yes. An incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions.
Are his
So
eyes
you
open?
cannot do basically anything.
Well, that seems
Uh,
pretty.
yes, it is.
That seems
You
pretty
guys should
broken.
have used your tone.
His eyes
He's
are
getting
open.
two
Yep.
attacks.
I grab his
long
head and
ago.
I stare him in the eyes with my glowing eyes.
Yeah.
Roll me a charisma save.
Oh yes, I'll fail this one too.
Oh yes, I'll have this one too.
Probably. 11. No, 12.
11.
12.
Okay. So in a minute, when you can move again,
Well,
you're going to follow this little note that I'm
Aren't I
going to
gonna
give
drown first, so it doesn't even matter?
No, you can hold your
He's
breath longer than a
connected
minute.
too.
You can hold your breath for a number of
Please
rounds
save that.
equal
Oh
to
yeah,
your.
I'm just done
There's no
saying.
choice.
Not an idiot.
So you can hold your breath a number of rounds equal to 1 plus your Constitution score. So what is your
I think
Constitution?
it's number of minutes.
3.
No. No, maybe it's
This sounds
minutes
important.
equal
You
to
might
1
wanna
plus
look
your
it up.
Constitution save or bonus.
3.
3. So, yeah, you can hold your breath for like 4 minutes.
Wow.
Goodness gracious. Holy.
Okay.
That is a long time.
You could definitely go through like the harbor tunnel and hold the breath the whole way.
Yeah. Assuming there's no traffic.
Yeah, don't be traffic, so you would die.
So yeah, you go.
Telepathically, you get this message.
Oh, thanks.
Don't read it aloud.
Okay, I can do that.
In a minute, when you become unstunned, that is what you will do.
Okay.
I'm done my turn.
Are you
Okay.
terrified?
Oh, hold up. Can I take that back? Was that
Brennan is
combat?
Dying.
It was not a combat. It was
Okay,
an
never
ability.
mind.
It was not an
My
attack
turn.
or war. Okay.
Then created all that just to have the thing get in his face and tell him you're going to work for me. All those creatures,
Yeah.
the landscape,
The
and all
entire
of it.
setup, just so you can be like, alright, 5 seconds here, alright, done.
There was a chance he could have passed it, and then it would have been a fight.
And then he would have
A
died.
short fight, but a fight.
Very short fight.
A short fight, but a fight.
You either become my slave or you're dead.
What happened to those arts and crafts you made for us?
Someday you'll leave this cavern and you'll find it. Just,
I don't see that happening.
with that, it is
They can't even make it
NPC's
between
turn.
these two islands without getting in a giant
We're
boat.
going 90 feet before we
It
die.
is the NPC's turn. They're going to just follow you guys across the water.
What
So
NPCs? Oh.
it is
Oh,
then
Yeah.
Tycho. It is your turn.
Okay.
Punch this thing in the face. Get it over with. So I can take a dump.
There's
in
some
it.
stairs upstairs that I forgot to.
Excuse you, I have
Water.
health.
There's water
Oh, do
upstairs.
you?
Yes.
You don't have any potions? I have
No.
I have a
Well,
potion
water.
you can have.
There's some drinks upstairs.
Dump and leave.
Yeah, I have one.
You have
I
to
do
crap
have
in
a-
Trent's house before you
Gotta
leave.
go get
Yeah, I'm
you
not
one
gonna
of
make
these
it home.
the car for a can
I'm
of
worried
Coke.
about standing.
Really?
Goodness.
I'd get up to hug you, but sitting down's the only thing keeping the poop in.
I'd like to apologize to all of our viewers for the constant barrage of poop jokes and fart jokes that you will experience throughout this this session and future ones.
Viewer discretion
Remember,
advised.
slam that like button and slam that
Smash it.
Smash that like button and
Smash it.
subscribe and tell all your friends.
You heard it here, folks.
Comment 10 friends to let them know about the good stuff happening.
Exactly. All right, Tycho, what are you gonna do?
Can you heal yourself? I have 3 potions of healing. I can give you
Puts
one.
his face
Okay.
down.
Is
It's
that
like
an
I'm gonna
action? Trait.
I'd have to
Drinking a
give
healing
it.
potion is an action, yes.
Okay.
I'd have to.
It's worth it though.
Can I just give it to him?
hmm
Here, I give you a potion.
You can
of
take
healing.
it from him.
Potion of healing, 2d4 plus 2. 2d4 plus 2.
So you're just gonna chug a potion?
Yeah, I'm gonna chug the potion.
Yeah, you've been taking some serious damage.
I'm at 3. What was it? 2d4.
Did somebody say they
2d4
needed
plus
healing?
2.
Somebody said that they had healing.
2d4 plus 2.
Yep. 2d4 plus 2.
Any modifiers to this or?
2d4 plus 2. Nope, that's it.
Okay. No, like Constitution modifiers.
No, at least that's what it says. 2d4
Okay.
plus 2.
1 plus 3. So 4 plus 2 is 6.
There you go.
I'm at 9.
You can still not take a full hit from him.
Nope.
This is the potions Ben gave us.
We're gonna have
So
fun.
they're not very good.
Yeah.
Do you know what he wrote down?
He does not
I'm
know.
going to go. I got 3, 5, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Can I
7?
talk to this voice in my head?
You
Or
gonna
do I
run over
just,
that way?
or do I just
Yeah.
have to listen to it?
I have darts.
Only
I'm
so
just
far
gonna.
you've only
Pew, pew,
you don't-
my darts.
you don't know.
I can't talk back to it?
You don't know. You can try if you want to.
Cool.
Okay, so you're just gonna run away and hide
Are
on the
you
outside.
smart
I'm
enough to
trying
know
to
where
not
the
die,
voice
so-
is coming from? Is
Did
Krunsh
you put
even
the other thing
intelligent?
in? Where'd
That's
the
true.
Thing?
where'd the thing go?
This
Oh,
thing?
okay. Yeah, put him over there. When
No, it's.
Yeah,
We're fighting our old friend.
No, put him back.
Oh. Really?
No.
I thought this guy looks more like the picture.
No.
Yeah, it does.
It does,
Whatever.
but-
Anyway.
It's a fish guy. It kind of looks like a frog guy.
Varaga and Larkún, it is your turn.
Well, we can now walk on water, right?
Yep.
Yes. So you will end, if you full move, you can end your turn over here on the edge of the island. And you can see
If we dash, that is.
Yes, if you can dash.
I might have
They
to
already
leave in
got
like
that
10
close?
minutes.
Yeah, I think we're wrapping up.
Yeah,
soon.
because
Because Cole's got to leave too.
yeah, that's fine.
Alright, well, are you dashing over there?
Sure.
Almost time.
Right now.
Alright, I guess
Yeah,
I'm
took
a
dashing
while.
too.
I know. And then there should be a pile of NPCs that are gonna follow you. So
Oh yeah,
these two.
I get him.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
And
Do
that
we
one,
still
yeah.
get this little guy?
Yeah,
The little
that's
guy?
the three of them, and then
On the
Stool, I
way
suppose, is with.
Mhm.
Yeah, where's
That
Stool?
Hit him with one of my cantrips.
Oh,
Fireball.
that's a good question.
Good.
Where's
Be my best bet. Because
What were
it
we
gets
using for him?
+8.
Oh, we were using that spike thing, weren't we?
Yeah,
When it's underwater.
I don't know where it went.
Stool!
So firebolt it. It gets
Okay.
You
+8
got the
to the
fungus
attack
people.
roll.
That's true.
No, that's
his
not
best
Stool.
you can
Um,
do. Man, your butthole is really irritating you.
Yeah.
Cream in there.
Thanks for putting that on the glass.
oh, here it is. Use this guy.
Ah, yes.
Okay.
growing up.
So you guys show up there. Can you get the greaser out of the way? You're messing up my focus. Alright, alright, so you all show up on the island. Are you doing anything other than just full running? I know you used your actions
I don't
to
think we
dash,
can.
but...
If there's nothing else I can do, then
Okay.
negatory.
Just let me
Xavros,
know if you need some healing.
it's Xavros' turn.
Yeah, I can
I'm on
actually
my way.
heal too.
It's Xavros' turn and he's left us.
He wants to move to the island.
Okay. He will get to right on the right. One more. There you go.
And then he wants to use Firebolt against the enemy. Or
Certainly.
so I roll him. What do I roll him?
D20 plus his spellcasting attack
You
modifier.
got 19 plus whatever his spellcasting is, so probably hit it.
Should be on the third
Oh,
page.
spell attack.
Yeah, spell attack.
Plus
bonus.
8.
Plus 8.
So, 27.
That'll hit. And then Firebolt at this level is
Firebolt is
2d10.
Yep, should be 2d10.
yeah 2d10 plus 8 plus 8 damage.
No, just 2d10.
It says
80
No, he's a
plus
sorcerer.
Oh, that's right, he
Yeah,
is a
it's
sorcerer.
DC.
Fire, so he gets
It says 2d10 plus 8.
108 damage.
Holy shit.
No.
I used the wrong d10.
Yeah, I think so.
it's what, 8
So
and 2?
18,
It was an 8 and 2, so
Plus
10
8.
plus
10 and 10.
That's
18.
18.
18 points of fire damage. 9 and half.
9 is half. Are we doing 1.5? Because that would be 27. I don't know what if things are super effective. I don't know.
If it's vulnerable, it's double.
Oh, it's double.
It's super effective.
Oh shit! Yes, all my fire skills.
Yeah, above the water. Okay. Okay. That is the end of his turn then. So now it gets to have some fun.
You went
I
to
need-
the farm way?
Hmm?
You went to the farm bar?
No, I'm going to the farm fair though with my pigs.
I need
Oh, you got big?
Bill told me about your pigs.
Xavros to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oink, oink.
I got to tag one tonight while I
Andrew?
sleep.
Oh damn!
Andrew, what do I
He
do? My
failed.
pigs aren't eating.
3
Pigs
plus
suck.
whatever his.
I bought them from
What's
you.
his? Yeah.
What's Xavros' dexterity
Nope,
save?
not that.
Probably not good. You rolled a
Dexterity
three.
saving
Week
throw.
ago.
Dexterity saving throw.
Looking for a modifier.
Saving throws. Dexterity plus 2.
5.
A large hand made out of water comes up out of the water and just grabs him and drags him down on it.
To where?
Put him 15 feet out and prone.
Blurred.
Jesus.
Yeah, that was crap.
Sorry, 20 feet out.
He bought his,
And he's gonna take a
bought
bunch
his
of
pigs
damage.
from his cousin, and then he asked his cousin.
I'm
he's like,
sorry.
my pigs aren't eating. He's like, what are I gonna do?
A
He's
giant
like,
water hand came and grabbed you and pulled you back
Sure.
into the
Get
water.
rid of
You
them.
fired
What?
I bought them
firebolt
from you.
at the creature.
Yeah,
It was super effective and took a bunch of damage. At which point, it glared angrily at you, eyes aglow,
Return these
waved its hand,
So
and a giant hand made of water came out from behind you, grabbed you, and dragged you back into the water.
Did I take damage?
Oh, yeah.
He's working on it.
Not yet. You're about
Full
to.
price, and then he tells you they suck. He sold you the worst pigs he had.
He won't give you a monetary.
I want you to take 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
Take his pigs and give us a chicken.
A handshake.
You are prone and 30 feet underwater.
What the fuck?
It is at this point that it disappears again. And it does not reappear.
And
Great. Good thing we came all the way out here.
That's why we're
Glad
not
you
with the
wasted
good
a spell
boat
slot.
shit. And we wasted the boat getting out here. We moved this far.
I
Good progress, everyone.
90 feet
What a
to
day.
lose everything.
I'm about half my health. Both boats are gone.
Anybody-
Took a
down
long rest.
30
Now I can't
points
water
of
walk again until we
Anybody
have a long
that
rest again.
saw it that is a spellcaster, which is
Do I
the
count?
two of you.
I have
Me,
some
I
like
fucking
magical
blasted
stuff.
You
face
got
hole.
smacked. So the two of you, roll me an Arcana check.
Me?
No.
I saw it. I blasted in the face.
I got a 2.
2.
You tried.
You tried.
Can I have that back?
Tried so hard, got so far, but in the end, doesn't even matter.
Nat 20.
Doesn't matter because he did anyway.
You
What
are
was it?
pretty sure that it is still here. What it looked like, it looked like it had cast an invisibility spell instead of what you saw before, which was a teleport.
Thing,
As it disappeared and then reappeared.
Yeah.
It did not
Tracker.
disappear,
Yeah.
and that sounds like a
I'm looking
teleport.
for
It looked like a invisibility spell to you.
Songs.
Song.
It is at that point that it
Wait,
is.
Ben.
Pause.
Paul.
Pausing.
Nope. Also adept to evading creatures that rely on dark vision. While in darkness, you're invisible to any creature that relies on dark vision to see you. I want to make sure that I can't see this thing. Nope. Tracking skills or something.
False pause.
Krunsh, is your turn. You have been stunned for 1 round.
Yeah, I can't do anything.
Yep.
I'm still stunned unless
Raven, it
you're
is
gonna
your
wake
turn.
me up. You're just gonna leave me stunned down here.
I'll grab him and try to take him to the shore. If I can.
Who?
Krunsh.
Sure, roll me a
Oh,
strength
don't
check.
touch me.
Athletics. If you
We're
have.
coming in to see these two fighting it out.
19.
Except you don't. They're still underwater.
Okay.
Oh,
You drag them up to on the shore.
Yeah, this is like 30
Okay.
feet underwater.
So you two are back on the shore now.
Oh, now they're on the shore. So basically, we
So
just see him
You see them,
rescuing
the
him.
two of them splash out of the water, one dragging the other, but he's definitely just frozen.
And
Apparently.
landed there.
Stunned, if you will. Alright.
I would've thought if you were stunned,
NPC's
you'd be more
turns, what do they want to do?
I would've thought if
They're
you were
looking
stunned,
at
you'd
you
be more
guys.
than-
They're like, what do we do now?
Yeah, that's kind of.
Where'd it go?
Just hold your ground.
Take defensive position,
Yeah.
men.
Hold your horses.
On the
Yeah, so
island.
they'll just
Are you
spread
still
them out around
following
the thing.
turn order, or kind of just?
Yes.
I look at all of them and say, I have a feeling we're not through here yet.
I've got a bad feeling about
got a
this.
No, you gotta say
No, that's your line.
Bad feeling about this.
Man, feeling.
Back to the top. Tycho.
I am going to move to here, and I'm going to ready my fangs of the fire snake.
Okay.
Long neck man.
Larkún and Varaga.
Can I talk?
Can I do like a perception
Only
check?
faintly.
Can I do like a perception check?
Sure, disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Yes.
Let me make sure that.
Does anybody need healing?
I get advantage on
Me.
wisdom.
I'm gonna
Uh,
do
Me.
I'm at
He
23.
needs it.
Yeah, I get
Me.
advantage on perception
I have 9.
Oh,
because of Dungeon Delver. You have advantage on wisdom, perception, and intelligence investigation checks made to. That's for secret doors.
Yes.
Whoops.
Nice try.
Nice try.
I know. It's close. I just had to finish reading it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
rolled twice. Take the lower.
Take the lower.
Please be a 20, because I just rolled a 19. 11.
Plus your perception bonuses.
16.
There's some footprints, wet footprints coming along over here.
My ears back up a little bit. Like this. Smell it.
What the hell does that do with your ears?
I can taste it. I can hear him.
So you can see some wet footprints heading that way.
Okay. I will.
Or die on it so it sticks out.
I gotta touch you to heal you. I'm gonna ready cure wounds for when he's in range.
Okay.
I guess I'll just move that way. Where am I seeing the footprints?
Right around here.
Alright, well, I'm gonna head over that way.
Okay.
This will be my first combat if I go into combat.
Mm-hmm.
So, does that give me the extra movement from Dread Ambusher?
Sure.
The start of your first
How
turn
do
of
I
each
get
combat, your
unstunned?
walking speed. So, head me over that way, please.
Something that removes
Somebody.
conditions from you. that can
yeah,
remove that
yep.
condition.
Which
or
way,
you have to
like
wait it
here?
out.
To the corner a little bit more.
I don't know anything
like
that
out.
removes it.
Yeah, like, I guess like right there, Ben.
Find somebody that does. Yeah, sure.
Is there an
Right
unstun
there.
spell?
I don't know.
And I'm going to put my hunting trap down. Diagonally from where I'm at. Right there. Yep.
Okay. Put something there to denote that. There you go. Perfect. Okay. Anything else?
Am I standing next to the water?
Yes.
I'm gonna
Right
just
here.
like get some water and like cup my hand and like throw some water like in the direction the footprints are going.
That would be an action, I would probably say.
So that I can't do that
So
then.
you set the trap. So
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Done.
Larkún, you're waiting to heal.
Yep.
Xavros, you are underwater and prone.
I'm gonna get
Okay.
unprone, to use my action to get unprone,
Okay.
and then move as far as I can to the shore.
You can swim 10 feet up.
Okay.
10 feet up. So stay where you are.
Okay.
It's just you just move up. Okay.
That'll be it for me. Give me out of the
I
water.
would like you.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock.
Okay. Hold up.
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock.
Put the creature back right there.
Where? I had it. There it is.
Good news, you can see him.
It's alright. I'll just do it.
Front flip.
Quick
question about
I'll do it.
Front
cure
flip.
Yeah, I'll do a triple gainer.
Jump behind him and say, better luck next time. Stab him in the
Dodge this.
chest. Yeah, right in his kiss hole. Right in his
I knew you were there.
hole. He's weak to fire. Just
What
fire.
is your armor class, Varaga?
He's the thing that runs through it,
16.
Beautiful. All 3 attacks hit.
Oh my god, you're a bastard.
It's going to be a total of 30 damage.
That's fine.
As a flurry of slashes from claws and teeth
Is
just
this thing
gnash
part
out at you.
Scarecrow?
And it appears out of nowhere, out of thin air,
Definitely part
as the invisibility pops off.
It's
it just
invisible, it can control
Mauls
water.
you to death.
It's badass. Whatever it is. Teleports.
And then it teleports over here.
It's gotta be burning its fucking spell slots like crazy. That thing's gonna get weak here in 2 seconds.
I love when Ben runs out of spell slots.
Okay, that is its turn. Let's see if we can finish this round real quick. Krunsh is
Stunned.
stunned.
8 more
Round
turns.
2.
I've stunned for 8 more
Did he
turns.
stun
And
you,
Raven is your turn.
You're stunned for a minute. I don't know what the hell it
So
was.
I'm just with Krunsh on the shore, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
How about you unstun me?
I don't know if I can do
How
that.
about you guys
Sack tap him.
suck that thing
Useless.
dick and
Sack tap.
be on our team instead?
Yeah.
Unstun him. Sack tap.
See, the thing nurses do, they
How
rub
close
your,
is that water thing?
they rub your chest. That wakes you able to wake you up no matter what. That's how they can tell if people are faking passing out or not.
Yeah, read a little louder,
What's the
Brennan.
creature's name?
Brennan can't read. You
It's
take
an
it
owl.
Oh.
But he can speak German.
But he can't read. He's good at German though.
And it's
By the way,
This
you
guy,
have
right?
to eat
Yeah,
all
guy,
of these
isn't it?
notes, so
Oh,
there's no
there we
evidence.
go.
You have to eat. Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, you gotta eat
them
your
all.
notes, so there's no evidence.
I'm just gonna skip that. I don't know.
You can't skip your turn. You're commanded.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, you take 430 damage.
Has all 24
Everyone in a
attacks hit.
1 mile radius.
And then he goes invisible again.
That is
And
your
he
enemy this
warps away.
Is it still my turn?
Yes, it is.
Alright, I'll take a shot if he's in my.
Why don't you try attacking the bad guy?
Well.
He is.
I'll take a shot.
Why don't you
Go
try
for it.
attacking our bad guy?
Oh shit! I put my laptop away. How much is it? Light crossbow. What is that?
D6.
Who's he shooting at? We're all gonna need
Chance to hit is plus
deep
dexterity,
healing after this.
plus your dex
He's,
modifier.
half my
which
HP is
two.
gone from this
18?
single guy.
18?
Oh, he's low on.
Yeah. Hold on.
It'll hit.
I have a deflect missiles thing. I'm reading it.
Oh, deflect missiles. Yeah, I forgot about that one.
We'll send him back on a stupid face.
Gotcha.
Use
My
your
Metro
reaction to
Bucks
deflect a
got
catch a
picked
missile when you're hit by a
Metro
ranged weapon
Bucks.
attack. When you
Oh,
miss,
big
the
one.
damage you take from the
Yeah.
attack is reduced by 1d10 plus
The
my
top of it
dexterity
got bent,
modifier
and
I was
plus my
That's
monk.
big fat creases.
Basically,
all over
he's
it.
not getting hit.
Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah,
If I
my
reduce the
Metro Bucks
damage
is
to
still in the
0,
box.
I can catch the missile.
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
like,
I
it's
never
small
play
enough
him.
for you to hold
Yeah.
in one hand. When you're shooting
I
at
never
me,
play him. He's not worth anything.
Crossbow shot. So
yeah, I
I'll
can hold it
roll.
in one hand. If you
Catch
catch
it?
a missile this way, you can spend 1 key point to make a ranged attack with a weapon or piece of ammunition you just caught.
Cool.
Like
As
John
part of the same
Goodman
reaction.
when they
You
threw
make
the
this attack with proficiency,
KKK flag at him
regardless
and
of
Oh Brother Where Art Thou?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a strange
So
reference, but
yeah.
yeah, I guess.
So
So you're trying to
I
roll
automatically am reducing the damage. There's no check I need to do for that.
Okay, so you just have to roll to see how much you reduce it.
Yeah.
And I
1d10
didn't roll for damage yet.
plus.
Yeah, so roll your damage, d6 plus your dexterity.
Oh, what is my dexterity?
Plus 2.
Oh, okay.
7.
7.
Yours is a D10 plus your.
The same thing happened.
Even if I hit a
one time
0, I
with
still
Cole.
get it because
Closes
it's
the computer
dex
and it's his
modifier
turn.
plus monk level. Because
Oh.
it's 1d10 plus my dexterity modifier plus my monk level is how much it's reduced by.
Yeah, because the 0 on the d10 is 10, so
Yeah.
it's a minimum
like-
of 1 that you
Okay.
can. That
So
you can-
even if I get 1, I'm still
You can
Well,
catch that
whatever.
pitch and wing it back.
2 plus what is it? 9, 11
So you
plus
brought down.
dex modifier, which is 4,
So
so
you can
15.
wing it back to him if you want.
Oh.
He just shot at you.
Yeah, fuck it back at him.
It doesn't say it has to be back at the person,
No.
so I'm actually gonna chuck it at
Nice.
Oh, cool.
them.
Okay.
Very
and make it
nice.
with proficiency, and it counts as a monk weapon.
Okay.
Yes.
This is not what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing.
Hell yeah.
Fancy.
Look like you almost spilled that soda.
Oh yeah, didn't do
Yeah,
that.
could you not do that, please?
Comparison
Get that out of here.
We just got the table. Don't ruin it.
He's
Plus
scared to grab it.
proficiency, or 16 plus proficiency is what, like 24?
Yes.
To hit?
Oh, that hits him right
Yeah,
between the
to hit.
eyes.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Now it is
Um,
non-magical. I will tell you that.
What?
It is non-magical.
Yeah.
He can only get hurt by magic crap.
I'm
that's what
sorry.
it means.
Nice, Kevin.
So
Counts as a monk weapon, so I get my 1d6 for damage.
it does
Jammed
d6
right
anyway.
into his eye, sending
Oh, it
brain
does?
Yeah,
going
it
up the
does
back of
matter.
his head.
It's the
Okay.
same damage, so yeah.
Well, true, if it did better damage, I'd do that, but...
Hey, that's better
5.
than 0. There you go.
Oh, you have to spend a key point to do that, but I'll obviously spend the key point.
There sticks to his arm. And he lets out a raspy
It-
growl.
Did not seem to do a whole lot of damage, but you hit him.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to.
We will pause there and
Leave my
pick
guy
this
there.
up next week.
You plan on this sometime? Can we just leave our stuff in the bed?
Yeah, just leave this up there and Noel. And we can also reference the video too.
Make sure to remember you have
And then you can put it
cure
on the,
wounds readied.
It's not cure wounds. I have a healing spell ready.
I have cure wounds.
Oh, someone had cure wounds.
I have cure wounds. and
You
it's-
had something.
I had a healing spell ready.
Okay, I
but
thought
it's
you
not
said
cure wounds.
I thought you said it was cure wounds.
Yeah, you can just leave everything there.
So I guess just
I'm
keep that
gonna
in
leave my
mind.
dude
Um,
here, Ben.
You
Yeah,
have
if,
to
I mean,
move
if you want to
two
take
during
them
your
with
turn.
you, you
I know,
can.
I know.
Just I'll remember where everything is.
Yeah,
I
I'll
like
leave
that.
my dude here if you could just put him on a stand and
Yeah.
paint him really nice.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Quick question.
Get a nice primer down, gloss it,
Yep.
seal it.
I'll plug
For
that
his
video
readied healing
ASAP.
spell,
I want to watch it.
can I just? Do I just like
What?
run up to
This
here?
video.
He heals me, and then I can move here for my action.
Yeah,
Okay.
You can break up
I might
your
put
movements
this back
during
on the
any
wall,
amount of
too.
Okay.
actions.
Well, I didn't know if being in range and having you heal was considered
Yeah, that
an
thing's
action or something.
near impossible to get back on the wall.
That would be his action.
Yeah.
Or not.
Okay.
Anybody can put it on there.
Just making sure, because
Anyway.
I'm finishing the fire check and this thing's going to roast.
Alright, this concludes our session of the evening. Hope
I'm
This
just
was
going to touch
enjoyable.
this
Signing off.
naked
Good.
singularity in
have
here.
fun. Put the card back. Alright. Farewell.
This is D&D group signing off. Jam that like button and poke on that
Subscribe.
button.
Alright, that's
Subscribe.
definitely
Let us know what
enough
you
of
think,
that.
and
Enough of that.
That's enough.